Tomatoes, onions, pepper, and other vegetables are indispensable to every Ghanaian household. Yet for many years, our inability to produce adequate volumes of these products, particularly during the dry season, has forced us to rely heavily on imports. These imports expose our economy to price fluctuations, foreign exchange losses, and unstable supply chains. The Vegetable Development Project is designed to address this long-standing structural weakness and reposition Ghana as a net vegetable producer. The Vegetable Development Project will deliver solar-powered irrigation systems covering 60 hectares of land across 6 communities. And the communities are Kukum, Nobeko, Dantano, Sankore, Asibrim, and Kwapong. These installations will provide reliable water supply, low energy costs based on solar solutions, reduce carbon emissions, and ensure climate resilience. We will grow Ghana and will transform Ghana. It's now my singular honor to declare the Vegetable Development Project, Yeridua, officially launched here in Kukum.
They roll the teaching hospitals on from department by department. There are a lot of departments in these teaching hospitals. And so we are expediting action on the rollout. But let me also add, I've heard concerns from the public that there has been loss of patients' data. That cannot be correct. That is not accurate. The last time I came here, I told you that we were reconstructing the data from the National Health Insurance angle. And at the moment, we have reconstructed not less than 16 to 18 million patients' data, which is around 80 million records. And so, you know, there were 2 things we spoke about that went wrong. The fact that the software didn't belong to the state, and the fact that there was no middleware exchange. Now, what we are doing is that government will own the software, and we have already constructed the middleware, that exchange. So that exchange now contains the records, the data. So as and when they get to your facility and you are plugged in, you have access to every data of every patient. And those who are attending, hospitals or health facilities now, where we have not gotten to, we will then scan the hard copies when they get there onto the system. So nobody is going to have any data or any record lost in the system. So that is the point. Recruitment. Yes, I have made a point that 2025 alone, we have put 13,500 on the payroll. It's not a matter of recruiting alone. If you recruit, you must pay them. You must make the financial provision. And on the issue of recruitment, the most important thing is not the recruitment. The most important thing is the provision of the finances to pay them after recruitment. And so we have put 13,500 people on the payroll, and we are still engaging the Ministry of Finance to get more.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Yeah, Max, walk up to the microphone with your question. If there are any others, I would encourage you to join Max presently so that we can maximize the time.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, the last time you were here on the issue of games and limbs, I asked a question about him being the ranking member of parliament at the time that contract was signed, and he stated that the contract didn't have to, come to parliament. My question is emanating from what my colleague Hanan was trying to ask. In fact, if you look at the National Health Insurance Fund allocation for 2024, an amount of 10.5 million Ghana cedis was given to the Ministry of Health as support for monitoring of health projects. And at the time, the Honorable Minister was the ranking member of the Health Committee. And we know they have oversight responsibility over the monitoring of these health projects. I want to find out, at the time, did the monitoring happen? Did it come to his attention some of the reasons that were stated for the discontinuation of the contract with LIMS, such as underperformance? At the time, did the issue of underperformance come up during the monitoring of the projects? The second question also is a public interest question. I want to find out from him if he has directed CHAG to stop using limbs. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Anan, you're back after reorganizing your thoughts.
Right. It's still the same, but this time around, more clarity.
Sure.
10 point.
We appreciate the clarity.
Yes. Yeah. 10.45 million was allocated from the National Health Authority for the monitoring and evaluation of the limbs. At the time,
for the limbs specifically?
Yes. At the time, Honorable Minister was ranking member in Parliament. So was there a report after this monitoring and evaluation was done? If it is bad or good, why has the report not been published? If it is published, what is contained in this particular report? Okay. Thank you.
All right. If there's any other question, we'll take it at this stage, because we will not be coming back after the minister has answered them. All right, Honorable Minister, you may now take the floor.
Thank you very much for the questions. This is how Parliament works. In Parliament, when the ministry brings their budget, we sit and play oversight responsibility on the budget. Once we approve the budget for the ministry, the day-to-day running of the ministry, whether or not something must be done, falls directly under the minister responsible for the ministry. The day-to-day running of the ministry falls directly under the minister. That's the first one. Now, the second question has to do with whether or not I have directed CHAG to stop using limbs. We have directed all health facilities under government to give games the full cooperation to roll out games. Thank you.
All right, so Honorable Minister, thank you for that very... Okay, Honorable Minister, there's a question about some monies allocated in the 2024.
We approve the budget. So the ministry will come and tell us, this is what we want to use the money for. Then we approve for them. And so when we approve the budget for them, they will have to go and then do whatever they want to use. Our responsibility is for the approval of the budget. And so once we approve the budget, the next thing to be done, which is the day-to-day running of the ministry, must be done by the ministry, not the ranking member. And that is why I'm answering this question this week. If you had asked me about 2025, which we are yet to maybe account, what I use that money for as a minister, then I'll tell you what I did with that provision. Then I'll tell you. But maybe this question, my brother Okuboy or Ajimamandu must be here to answer that question. But if you ask me about 2025, then maybe that falls under my purview. Or if you want to file a question for me to go into that to bring you better and further particulars, I'm willing and ready to do that.
Yes, and I might add, seeing as I'm an MP also these days, that the budget process also involves accounting for the outturns of the previous year. So the onus has always been on the government that did the allocation to account for what the money was used for. That is what we will be obliged to do when we go for our budget estimates as part of this budget approval process. So it is imperative that those of you who ask the questions also acquaint yourselves with the process, so that we do not ask questions in vacuum without laying down the proper context. Yes. If you have outturns that point to a particular utilization of those amounts, then we can latch onto it and do further discussions around it. But as we speak, there's little to hold on to. Seeing as...
And so we are expediting action on the rollout. But let me also add, I've heard concerns from the public that there has been loss of patient data. That cannot be correct. That is not accurate. The last time I came here, I told you that we were reconstructing the data from the National Health Insurance angle. And at the moment, we have reconstructed not less than 16 to 18 million patients' data, which is around 80 million records. And so, you know, there were two things we spoke about that went wrong. the fact that the software didn't belong to the state, and the fact that there was no middleware exchange. Now, what we are doing is that government will own the software, and we have already constructed the middleware, that exchange. So that exchange now contains the records, the data. So as and when they get to your facility and you are plugged in, you have access to every data of every patient. And those who are attending, hospitals or health facilities now, where we have not gotten to, we will then scan the hard copies when they get there onto the system. So nobody is going to have any data or any record lost in the system. So that is the point. Recruitment. Yes, I have made a point that 2025 alone, we have put 13,500 on the payroll. It's not a matter of recruiting alone. If you recruit, you must pay them. You must make the financial provision. And on the issue of recruitment, the most important thing is not the recruitment. The most important thing is the provision of the finances to pay them after recruitment. And so we have put 13,500 people on the payroll, and we are still engaging the Ministry of Finance to get more.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Yeah, Max, welcome to the microphone with your question. Thank you. If there are any others, I would encourage you to join Max presently so that we can maximize the time.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, the last time you were here on the issue of games and limbs, I asked a question about him being the ranking member of parliament at the time that contract was signed, and he stated that the contract didn't have to, come to parliament. My question is emanating from what my colleague Hanan was trying to ask. In fact, if you look at the National Health Insurance Fund allocation for 2024, an amount of 10.5 million Ghana cedis was given to the Ministry of Health as support for monitoring of health projects. And at the time, the Honorable Minister was the ranking member of the Health Committee, and we know they have oversight responsibility over the monitoring of these health projects. I want to find out, at the time, did the monitoring happen? Did it come to his attention, some of the reasons that were stated for the discontinuation of the contract with LIMS, such as underperformance? At the time, did the issue of underperformance come up during the monitoring of the projects? The second question also is a public interest question. I want to find out from him if he has directed CHAG to stop using LIMS. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Anan, you are back after reorganizing your thoughts.
Right. It's still the same, but this time around, more clarity.
Sure.
10 point.
We appreciate the clarity.
Yes, yeah. 10.45 million was allocated from the National Health Authority for the monitoring and evaluation of the LIMS. At the time,
for the LIMS specifically.
Yes, at the time, Honorable Minister was ranking member in Parliament. So, was there a report after this monitoring and evaluation was done? If it is bad or good, why has the report not been published? If it is published, what is contained in this particular report? Okay. Thank you.
All right. If there's any other question, we'll take it at this stage, because we will not be coming back after the minister has answered them. All right, Honorable Minister, you may now take the floor.
Live on TVSYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics in Edifice City Hall 37, Abebese Street, the heart of Accra, so the in all the sister regions across the country. Northern Regional Capital, Tamale, Kesmi 107.1 FM, Boli and Kiligi FM, Sana Ward, WFM, Ekwamo, Boko in Upper East Region Source 100.1 FM, Zeps FM was Sabina Pusiga, Wingpan Sampa Yawende FM. If you want to Yanko Bono region, Tiny 90.9 FM on Soko and Suma FM on Crown Quanta have original capital Goso, Nananum 92.5 FM Cremona Duna FM so Ekremo Ewo a year sound Cory. If you want to fear DNA H a year central regional capital Cape Coast Adom Sounds Ekremo Kotokoraba Market Sansona Asinfo so Rich FM and so Ekremo a year atoye mantama Krukesi Takrade Western Regional Capital a sharp 106.9 FM Ziama Elembele West End 100.3 FM Yonko Vuta Regional Capital Hoya Global 105.1 FM Sanso and you do Uti region 3 radio stations and I find live New 9.7 FM Okete Krachi KFM Pasa and Abu FM so and what Jase Kano Munina FH Media Power 979 Facebook Live Sanso TV as was a Ghana on Facebook Live my SYZonline.com and sending in go Sanso and our YouTuber a TV SYZ SYZ broadcasting so BBA betimi here live YouTube midi edi Mugabe Maase obetimi afremi atan kolega biga the capacity my sema eboboba ekyese mensia himfie Kumasi utufo se to atekokoso asantimawura eneyi wasi nkonya ntoka tetia asase ekyese enye emfie kitua omo ede akon amanipa dodo na ahwe omo kwa ewom kusasefo ene mampurusifo yi sabre yi ho sem nyina no etese wo mensia ahimfie dwumadia asantimawura ya eja ono de osiade yo no ka so obeya waye bi pen oye bi ewo yendi dagbon yehu di oyeye ba sabre edu ba bia eden wase metini asan ye adwumadie ne eda ne na so eda ne kotodwe so ya sabre asantimawura enne di won bia beba abontene se ukopiem ewo mensia palace security eye very 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 tight ya chese mambo no man yiri mu yie pa ya enye asem keto akwa ho sem no etese ye ro kwa Ashanti regional capital Kumasi mensia yifie ya kwahwe de ekoso ho ene awie yefi wona ye de ensem ne ko Jubilee House wa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne sa akankrata mako edu ya chesa akasa eye lawyer ye friend say Martin Kpebu wode ne de beka ho na akoye edu ba ko na emu so de His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sabre wode nkrata no wabo ano amana kodu eye Chief Justice Onimonyamfo eye Bafo Boni na so yewa chese sabre de Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution ba aba be adwuma aba poliwana ebo eye saloto se na aba poliwana ebo eye ye mame Justice eye tokununo saba poliwano na eye nipa mako edu wo mo se afasa aba poliwano emo eye Jenmesa ona eye Electoral Commission wada wo ma no ni two deputies wo mo so nko na OSP kisi ajabe ono so fa ni dwumadie ento ho ho sam no etesan ni nyina no ye be ma wo mu enchiremu ene on the show sanso ena eye wasi so ya nkode kwatwere yi wo ma feli poto na de na de eye feli ni eba ye ho sem nyina no wo beti sanse ye ne baye timamufo a wo mo mark on papers ni bi edin komo amomo so edi wo ma dwenkyere edumi edi abani edin komo wa kire de ntia ma we nyina eba ye na school fo ni be so de ne akopiem wo tepa senior high tepa ene tepa umo twa papa ye dan ho abasisi a ye ba ye de wo nyina abeto amoso Yes, as I say, and I just say, I said, I can say, my and above for a Tayachi, S Natural Mineral Water, Hebron Hills International School, Medimosis Clinic and Eba Center, Power Specialist about Hospital, Mami Aduya, Onusu, Krayimupa, Vitu Garlic Mess and Sukaho, Divine Hope Eba Center, the Otra Eba Powder and Eboye, Sansuna Benji Estate and Investment Limited, Omoso Ekahon, Safari Valley Eco Resort, Omoso Ekahona, Jabamuda Gamesi, and also Yami Adama on Friday, Ewo Magdan Park. Also, dear Nebecoso, El Honina, Yedi Moon Sem Eddie Bro. Yes, I say Eddie a free and accountability series, a course, Ewo Office of the President, Jubilee House. Yacha say, Openia, and friends on Abu Fell Squatchu, Fusu, wash moderate, maybe Bia, Etime, Echo, and Kaino, and now Penyoku Piemono, a honorable Mita, Akando, Ona, a year minister, Edema, a yes, health sector, or Dano, Edema, and Utumi de nesem ekotu jache so hwa abane ba yi eba eye ayaris hwemu eye health care abano abon ho modin ye papa pa chese ni omodi atoto akwemo de aka ho ne budget allocation no wo mu apege mu ye papa pa eno so mahama kai so no wo so aba wo bo adwuma papa pa chese mahama kai wo free ya se eja application aba bedu maso ye within 14 days na chese wo mo no ye de wama eye specialist eye medical doctor wo so ebe de beya wayare hwenum ebetimi ewie eye payo enei honorable eye Mita Kando ekopie mu ewo Jubilee House no accountability series no ensem two dwa enie eti ehun sem no edie na che se okeka ensem bebrebe ya ne sem no dedi kan o kire se wo hwa eje budget allocation no o maso ye no ko an 34 billion a year cedis and eba o mo aso ye ho ya che se ye hwe eye health care 9.4 a year percent increase and abem ewo a year 2025 e toto near ebe koso ewo 2026 budget eba ye modia na che se ko ye papa and na che se budget allocation no o ma pejemu e de ko a year 11 na che se o hwe a year 2025 na a year 9.4 and o ma increase if se ano 2026 budget e bai eko 11% ya na chese wo hwa eniema ekoyie papa se ne medical di tu dwa no mahama care no so no ja se mahama care na chese mahama odwenem ho no so no se ja wo di application eko a within 14 days na wo mu etumi ahwe se de be ya specialist wo so hwa wo bibia etumi konkan no wo metumi ahwe edi bibia so etumi atokwemu edi amaye na chese enei di kan eko so ewo eye Jubilee House no emu so ensemni kan yibi amamati ntene hu ya se mesan akọ machibiem ye de ani kire eye voter regional na chese enei ewo se atadwi wo se matedene ene minister capacity minister onumunyafo eye erikupuku ya wono no chese ukupiem ewo eye esunafo eye safa udini MP ewo ho na papa wo bo adwuma ye papa ewo kukum no beko ene sankore ene ne patem wone red mu ene executive so mo bo ne papa wo somo maye pa jese wo bo adwuma ye ka Greek minister uni size a Greek minister bo adwuma papa dia na chese wonmunyamfo honorable Eric Opoku na ene papa ekupi mu we opening of the 41st National Farmers Day celebration na ni nyina chese an Agric Fair 2025 with the team Feed Ghana, Eat Ghana, Secure the Future. We ene eye edia eda eye 41st National Farmers Day celebration you know eda eye eso na chese eja ye feed Ghana na ye di Ghana na se de ebetimi a ogama Ghana yen dachi etumi edi atoto wa mene yi capacity agric minister kopie mu no yeti ensema wodi etudwa ene awie.
As we begin the 41st Farmers Day celebration, I would also like to extend an appeal to corporate Ghana to continue partnering with the ministry to honor our hard-working farmers and fishers. Their sponsorship, technical contributions, and collaborative initiatives play a significant role in supporting this national event. We appreciate those who have already responded, and we welcome more institutions to join us. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the agricultural fair is an important platform for inspiration and action. I encourage all participants, visitors, to engage fully in the exhibition, exchange ideas, and explore opportunities for partnership and growth. Together, we can build a future in which Ghana's agriculture is innovative, competitive, and sustainable. His Excellency Gabriel Tambu Amiga Atoble, the former regional representative of the Council of State, to deliver the keynote address and officially declare the 2025 National Agricultural Fair open. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
That was Honorable Eric Opoku, Member of Parliament for Esunafo South Constituency in the Ahafo region. Wana Motene Kana Obo Jume Papa Panu Juma Kasan Watine Juma so ase Sama on so editu dwa na chese eda ifiade edi enimi eye Friday away enimi ya na chese eye da ye de beka yen ekuafo omo ko nsusu ko yinam eni omo maka nyina no eye omo da kese a ye de kai wo mo sanse on jumadi a omo edi no ade se eso ani ye papa na eniema so eko enkan kama na de tie eno no you move away from agric minister na so ye na fe no ye mfa ye ni enkyere ensemfofo so a eni ewo ho na che se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ono oye 29 born ena me wife nso kuku anso yo 30th born na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edi na woda nansane ne na che se nansane ne enwonya 67 years na ni birthday ono de mo se akomapa ekura no ntino ukudie ewo Lekman Hospital ya che se ene mamobi polyclinic ho ene wode ni birthday no ekopie mo ewo ho a che se ne capacity birthday pa wudi ganganto anwa na che se ene enye easy kura kopie mo ho doctors ene nurses for omo ewo ho ene che se eniji enko a ya che se okoye ndi won se won de okwa ne cash ne wosinsu ene achede ahodo ono so okwa ono nko anko me say behind every successful man biano na che se oba papa bi yeden etato ene capacity papa ye ma melody na Mahama oba tampa na ono so edi akiri na che se okoye ayarefo wo ho ene wo mo behwom na che se sika yi o chichi wo musika boa wo mo treatment mo ni bibia ono so ekoye ko hwe se bibia etumi ko kama staff wo ho adwuma na che se otumi se udi president man ye fedodo udi president e man ye fedodo na che se ne ko so ewo ho ene ya yi ekire wo mfonyi so no eno no na che se weekend die His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wodi ni birthday pa nenra so mia so me hokafo ba pa kuku a wawo mama kuma ko pole enan ama me mienu emma mienu obi anso ni ahofeka me mba ni ahofeka me yire ni ahofeka mi anso mi mo so me ni ahofeka wa hwe mi ase ho feeling no bibia yi deep kekesi so kama yedi enti obi o yakuye ne munko ana meboa na che se enwa no bibia akoso kama ASP akoma pa na che se kane na wo kwabenya na bo adwuma wo tafa kwabenya ho isi wa pije o mo kudu is it Madina na Denta one of these areas I think say beya Denta na wo she so bo adwuma ho papa padosu aso bo adwuma usu 8 of this month your birthday so happy belated birthday to you ASP akomapa say usu nyakopon adoma obi bizami say so you don't sleep in the night or office of the president Joma Metu ya na ne de chi udi de Mr. Abraham Mahama na kamena hwe Joma ma be kwa me se be wubi aka ho afi na me be waka ho mato Joma ma kwa mato jilo zebra nti o se meto Joma ma na meto lodi na ka ho ufisi ba be di agro aban papa ye den aba mbema no mommo mate ase me de verdict ni free kumase ba ye ne de daddy lumbai ubi awu a wo se trend kura se de ni hu bida mama mbema na nya capacity ni wo mo ye daddy lumba had 2 wives Ejemanya capacity. They mbete pin. Na just say no no yakoye ni ma no. So you don't sleep in the night. How can I sleep in the night? Sure, Alaji. Ade de say no be wu a oni no nko. Na what you ye Abraham Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Dini birthday ultimate say birthday ya pick ya. What you say? Na just a birthday no afa ultimate say ade no etaso kama. President Papa would di birthday Papa na ne ho kafo ya ma melody na enso eta na chi. When executive secretary Papa bi executive secretary Dr. Kalisus Papa bi wanya yeni papa bi te se Brahma Mahama kumkam no di akire. What you say? President why di wanya chief of staff Papa woda wutumi da with honorable Julius Zebra chief of staff for we adwuma sei wo wa ho brase sei woda wutumi da na wanya IGP Papa IGP a ne penso woda wutumi da IGP a won tesi akoku amanfo basa ewo eye akoku amanfo ewo kaso akwan so ene ese akoku wei we aposini we aboposini to yehunu beye IGP ni na stopping dan pare time mo beda be sori bia na yehunu boys ni interdict omo unnecessary interdict na ekoso tradition si ene IGP Papa aba na say IGP juma oboy 2 years awade ma President Ahmad ama IGP nye bi mu de na enu akwasiada IGP akwa sorry ya chese won ye di 2 years aka no ho wakona na kuna do aye efiada na ade acheme mmenda akwasiada wakona ase asori aba bedu fi no yesi IGP awu yehonu awu ebu bomutire so na okọ IGP na chese sam papa ho den ya woni ni team COP Frempom omo bu adwuma ewo eye headquarters wa meetings meetings toto niema ye recruitment a ebey toto niema ye na mamunam over the bar na mudin sanfo organ ha sa eye false news no ni nyina eye criminal offense o se amanfo mo ya sa niema no omunima me ka kire omo straight away eye criminal offense itu wotu wana akotena TikTok social media babia na mo kansema enuma IGP we de obachi wo IGP we de minia wobachi na IGP we si de wo si serious no na wo wura na so ye wa se de ne secretary ne kofo no hwe omoma wo kwaye o ni wisa mo ne igan mo hwe adwuma mo bo ewo no ho no nyasam ketua wo wo tu wura soro ho Kowe si de wasi asesa eye headquarters discipline enkane se obo hu se dampari bewura ba people na posifo nyina wo bi adwane kwhye ne office ko hu ahwe ya obenya transfer na de no chia kwa ne se obo hu se wutie Mugabe program in the posifo of freedom friendly IGP we at the age of 60 say nani ya mubi de ke ntiase o na IGP onam woni angels no kura no de won nche kura free ha capacity wo kokora no wo mu ye 100 million me angels ne na 100 million ono kwa wona boye nyina ho ba mama ni nyina ho ba yo mama ne 100 million jo mahama kura 200 yes na me cha na 100 na IGP ni jo mahama kura 300 akase you visa me obi a obeti me o breaki me breaki afi yanko yenim timu amonam na IGP anu a post for mo yade se mutumi de statement eba about tatatem so ene IGP wo adwumam onye adwuma ene enti wo a wo ya sa pa na ebo wa obachew ma discipline enye adwuma. What I say? Mama discipline anya adwuma. Okowura eye headquarters obi eye na adwuma pepepepe wura eye records. Obi eye na adwuma. What I say? Obi eye na adwuma. Wura DSP fundo. Fine gentleman. Obo adwuma kama oni ni team omo. Mumo adwuma mo Ghana na Ghana fa ni tuma pa infra. ni nya na twitwa ni we yawu we bewu we yawu we bewu we yawu we bewu debi monkeys play by sizes you me your capacity man me kase kwachire yoko yenim na fe ever de aka ne yeden ento amoso iti Ghana ha ye pesa de ne ya de ne nya benefit be na edema yen as citizens de na de maye we ya wo ya mame eya prof na na gen wa wu na ma neti ase de na ye sa ne ma na de na de maye benefo am wo eya signals aso ya doctor eya boatemu mo apu me game no sankofo nyina wo se mo che mo ma ye chichi mo fast every system num ya nya president papa say this will be our so pen ko be won say o my way ene ma asesa me ma so da ya dawo see be nya president bi pa sankofa John Mahama wa be sa ba na cement e ton 122 Ghana cedis no and na cement 78 Ghana cedis one bag and na iron rods on your ton 9600 can is 96 million no and na iron rods 6900 and today 6900 one ton. Say 16 mm, 12 mm, 14 mm, 11.5 iron rods no ton. I am saying 6,969 million. Now we did say I go 4 gallon no, I want go 4 gallon. I want na kufu ado time na 12 million. We just say no bet me at 570 Ghana cedis amana and the honeda. And the hebrew nya na ebe ebo ya tete so, anwa ya tete so, esichire ya tete so. Sadi ya tete so aba papa na ya dan aba no ayi sasalensi John Dramani mama kura na se meti a we say mo ko 2 terms adan constitution no enya bible sasalensi constitution ni pa na twere me say enya bible yes say bia na bible no kwa say we New Testament no Old Testament utwa fo say bi twa fo say Ghana for na decide ma upro ye de nya fo bia na obetwa wu eno de wu betu besulansa wu de jamaye unuma panu ne bedi wachi ne finesse ya kon Ghana for na besa ase asu say be se ukobiem unuma na afa dodo unuma no afa eno appointees no so wo mun disappoint so far so good no mo say the obey mistake bia me betina me bia jago no so to bia ya steady bia ya careful bia message anu Mugabe jana be se no na me so me dia me se me bo wachi dom dia se me ta wachi na me se me do na me de makoma nyina di wa ban ya chi ase de me yama joma mai appointee don't make any mistake you hear mistake jabe se mo fire asobo for na 100 million na ye adwuma no o man no ebi mo pen kure wo se ye kan kure wow ema no kura no ededi enya yes edaso ewo Jubilee House wa isasana si John Dramani Mahama mi bodi a wo se me pagya me mu be ma ni monyamfo ya woni aho Africa fie nyansa wo tirimu gonja ne de sie ye nyawa ke yewu ye nyawa ke wo man we ke wo man we ye wo hen yes sana obetime de bosumi maako edu ba ko asesa ne ma sei ye na judiciary atumi afọ ne toma pa afra ye ko system no is working again eniema ekoyie ye na wo kokoto wo nso wonim sa wo sema wo de kono wo benya fair judgment judiciary ne ye adwuma ye na ya papa eye bafo boni ase na wo twa ye wo no so ne yiri di ni birthday ye ma me message bafo boni prisons are shown that no what the birthday capacity birthday pa mommy happy belated birthday to you 29th na onu si di ni birthday na dia day wo mun say sa petition o mu de akwa PM e wo mampanya so yi e say makomako edu ni dui wo mun nyina say enatra commission ya maame eye Jane Mensa ene nipa eye miesa bia eka ho miesa no baako eye OSP eye Kisi Ajaben boss man so ka ho ya maame eya Jane Mensa so ka ho ba ko bi so ka ho wo say ya ma wo munye den ya hwe wo mu ensemu no ma ya nema bi etia o man we wo ma tia o man we no ma fa mra anya den anye ejuma instead you know wa nane eye no sa pepepepe na Yesu ma ye na wo say eye nti wenya Jomahama asemu se Jomahama de base ya ono no ba bia wo say appropriately quarters no no refer na ko isi nkata ni nyina epia koma eye CJ Chief Justice na ene ye nu se edui ko yesa da sori ya Mugabe madafo lawyer kese ba ko a wano de adia chief ran pankusa nyumra wone menkasa ni di lawyer Martin Pebu papa su sori ya wano su de ebia bebu say pai adaya wa say hey Mugabe meso me de yakota so na ye 11 ye tie eye Martin Pebu.
It's a natural fact for Kissie Jabe, the special prosecutor. I think the information some people insisted on is that the petitions are 15. So the fact that it's even lower is a bit strange to me. It's surprising that now they say it's 3. But well, this is the official response. But overall, I'm not surprised. I'm about to add my own petition. I'm working on mine because I also have new grounds. I believe it's possible that my grounds will be separate. So I'm also applying for petitioning for the removal of Kissie Jabe. We don't know those ones, but since mine has not yet gone, I've laid the charges already in public where I said Kissie Jabe is corrupt, where I said he's incompetent, and the incompetent one is the easiest to prove, because Kissie himself admitted that he saw Oforiatta leave Ghana. Meanwhile, at the time, he knew that he had 5 cases, so not just the SML, 5 cases against Oforiatta, and Kissie lied by saying he went to a National Intelligence Bureau to help him arrest Oforiatta. They didn't help him. Then he went to Ghana Immigration Service to help him arrest Oforiatta. They didn't help him. Then he went to National Security to help him arrest Oforiatta. They didn't. It's turned out that these are false. At least the first response from the National Intelligence Bureau, NIB, or formerly BNI, is that Kissie never sought any help. I read a letter this on Saturday on key points. So when we present this, there's the grounds of incompetence and stated misbehavior. The head of our public, this anti-corruption institution, lying to the citizens, he will not survive it. It was always clear that, Jane Mensa was going to go. You know, from the 2024 election, this campaign into the elections, etc. I remember one thing. You know, when we asked for an audit of the voters' register, this simple thing, allow a public audit of the voters' register, Jane Mensa would not allow. So you could see that there was something they were hiding. And in 2020, I didn't support the opening of a new voters register. We had COVID, and they forced us to go and stand in the queue. If the person is bad, the person has to go. It's not a cycle. You remember Charlotte Osei said, Sofra Ekufu, Chief Justice at the time, didn't give her a copy of the petition. Yes, those are the matters we are raising. And then other things like one of the petitioners was said to have been a dead person. And then also Ekufu-Addo allowed somebody to come and sign when the petition was presented without the person's signature. So those were procedural things. But by and large, you see some of them occurred in the removal of Tokonu. You see in Tokonu's removal, she didn't get a ruling on the prima facie determination. So that's the determination President Mahama made when he looked at the petitions and said that yes, hey, they carry weight. There's water or there's something in it. So Justice Tokonu should go and answer. So President Mahama should have given a reasoned ruling. Yes, he's not a lawyer, but he could have allowed lawyers to do it for him to sign. Even Akufo-Addo, who is a lawyer, when it was his turn, Lawyer Kujeto wrote the prima facie ruling for him, and Akufo-Addo signed. So that's one of the improvements. So the point I'm making is that when it comes to the Charlotte Osei removal, the things that were complained about, they were procedural, but it remains that they didn't set up the entity tender committee. There was procurement breaches. That one, she doesn't deny it. There were procurement breaches, though later I hear, why she did also save us money here and there. But the fact still remains that there were procurement breaches. So I'm not one of the persons saying that the removal of Charlotte Osei was unjustified. So it's the procedural breaches that we want to stop, like what has happened also of the voters register, Jim Mensah would not allow. So you could see that there was something they were hiding. And in 2020, I didn't support the opening of a new voters register. We had COVID and they forced us to go and stand in the queue. If the person is bad, the person has to go. It's not a cycle. You remember Charlotte Osei said, so for Akufu, Chief Justice at the time, didn't give her a copy of the petition. Yes, those are the matters we are raising. And then other things like one of the petitioners was said to have been a dead person. And then also Akufo-Addo allowed somebody to come and sign when the petition was presented without the person's signature. So those were procedural things. But by and large, you see some of them occurred in the removal of Tokonu. You see in Tokonu's removal, she didn't get a ruling on the prima facie determination. So that's the determination President Mahama made when he looked at the petitions and said that yes, they carry weight. There is there's water or there's something in it. So Justice Tokonu should go and answer. So President Mahama should have given a reasoned ruling. Yes, he's not a lawyer, but he could have allowed lawyers to do it for him to sign. Even Akufo-Addo, who is a lawyer, when it was his turn, Lawyer Kujeto wrote the prima facie ruling for him, and Akufo-Addo signed. So that's one of the improvements. So the point I'm making is that when it comes to the Charlotte Osei removal, the things that were complained about, they were procedural, but it remains that they didn't set up the entity tender committee. There was procurement breaches. That one, she doesn't deny it. There were procurement breaches, though later I hear, why she did also save us money here and there. But the fact still remains that there were procurement breaches. So I'm not one of the persons saying that the removal of Charlotte Osei was unjustified. So it's the procedural breaches that we want to stop, like what has happened also in Tokonu. Let's up the game. We shouldn't have those petty mistakes.
Very well. Not just a lawyer Martin Pribu and I'm watching live on TV SYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. Not just a year call a year wasi and so we are just a West African Examination Council a year WAEC womo e release ya. I just say nkwadano schools ni bi ho womo afele papa. Na the American say school so awodo a omo efeli ye no. Monye wiwe mo yie pa na mu hu de ntia schools no omu efreni sa meme dia medical aye ne say me ne emu empanifo omu make eye on papers ni bi ma engage omu ni omu de nkomo na di omu enie schools ni bi ho omu nya apo omu complain bebre nyina apofo na apo kronkron enti say ye the questions ne eba enu ane say ja kire o say answers ne di kan dia mamo dada nti ye 1 to 60 ya number 1 2 3 4 5 sa ko 60 nti wono A C D E F na che say enu ane say wu shedi kosa na say wu shedi na o ye de apona ma na first question be say who was the first president of the Republic of Ghana? Na A Nana Akufo-Addo, B John Mahama, C Mugabe Maase, D Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Now why ebisa say one president we di Ghana son kane no akwa shedi C Mugabe Maase. Me ma be the president. Now say I upon number one. Why you phone so you smart and omo change questions no say we question number 1 no mu dey acquire 3 we question number 30 no mu dey acquire question number 40 anu mu biri mu ani so nti say common sense e make actually say you dey bibi kura manwa wo dey kan mum pa kenkan mo say president bi a wetwa muko ya wo tifi mum pa kenkan na mo amakwa kwatwera freely na schools na omo anya po ni biye na ye omo di omo ti eye adwuma omo kenkan no schools ni bi te set up senior high who akoda be results on the pen am say what ya de nti ono no the first president of Ghana no ono no osign eye D Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ono obesign Uncle Sedi ese Akufo-Addo nya first president of the Republic of Ghana. So for the mahu apo no aba boni bi peso na ya to pass questions e man kwada to apo de man kwada e kwada ni sua de e na kwada na o ma ba no mo pa di sua e bi mo pa di sua e na kwada wo form 2 na oni teacher ni o kire na de atwempra akwada wo form 2 na oni teacher ni o kire na de atwempra wo force yo kura kwada ya edi ko schools di say ya backs ahuduo mu hu iPhone 17 ni padodo say ne ko iPhone 17 e wo Ghana ha go to the various secondary schools go say kwadai iPhone 16 iPhone 13 Pro Max iPhone 14 phone so akese e ne kura kwada no mu de ya adwuma adisani ya out e kwada kete a e wo secondary school so a wo mo temp na kwada makwai no mo bafia wo mo nantisi e wo mo fui ni wo magya mu nyina na ho wo mo nama na mbafo wo mo ema amafo eyere mu ni wo mo yam hyehye wo mo wi woni enyi sintidua de nam na so beba no onue wo ko bre mo Haruna Idris wa yare watwe papers no na set questions no mo mani sua dia mo rely on apo na bomo so no ababa o aban way nya abanya under the good leadership of John Dramani Mahama ya sector minister the competent education minister Haruna Idrisu ya ono betisi ka say ye koto pasco ediama eyen kwada it will happen today it will happen tomorrow Haruna Idrisu ye we ya ejabe no eni woni wonu awonim ejabe no nti wonye abotisi no bia stadio me say lawyer Chumbarima or they say well baby I want to say Nakob right yes deputy boss or no brigadier general Mante on a henechi boy juma ho we say share we no go make any mistake about this no be ada no so we be ada no so eni ma bi wo ho a last year na me ya this year ka say me nya I won't do it because me kwa about na me koye dede me koye bibia ya de joma ma ni Julius da brady be bata so I won't do it yes upon the doso and a kwada na twa and na akwada wie secondary school or trouble for to went to came yes Samre comprehension we knew her 1 + 1 no 5 mass ni tire number and na kwada ketegeti a secondary schools red tramo and we did mujuma we be do base na chese omoto masia haya we will move future aba wenya abaya ya beto top ask questions dey am amfo mu eni awofo no mo na dwamama ba papa we akwada no wosu osua de e ka no osua de ba bia ye ko school na light ko eni hui wode wo na gu nsuom ya so kwase kan ye bi na torchlight wo papa se koko maya eye koko maya no nya koko ska ma se torchlight no so ko entimi so yie battery na wu so na wo di sua de ama focus site to try eno nya me di o ma dum pempen so bi a wo maya se ti so mo bedru tiawo wawofo bo hoka wakwa tre school plan na wo twe wo school ho kwada ketwa de o papa timi nya kwa wo be atopa jenjenjen ene na modi ti schools mu ende entiamba e wo Ghana ha entiamba wo enya ba papa we ba e na PT asa ba bie ma wone hwan be te akwada. Yes, but the Mekacho said the Mrabi see ya netimi sinne ya wa president wa fie nyansa mekasa me mekasa to media kire wonti ase so da joda bia me statistician ya me se mekasa to me bi dia kire fire near too much ma wanu matana chai stay away. Abawe ya boka me say enche hwa to tama oil refinery 7 good years wo ma ode ti wo mo account na mo be hu de be ba abontene mo guto no for 7 years mo refine not even a single crude mo timi anya hwio na so afi bia no mo boka over 400 say million Ghana cedis. Woman nyahio woman fa crude bia mawo woman nya adwuma bio omuguto na so afi bia under John ayaboadu ene abronyama no mo de da board so afi bia no mo spend over 400 million munafikini na mo discan yeden mo be hu de baba abontene. People will start answering questions wo mo be busy e wo yoko ene NRB very soon na kodamisa Edmond Combat check his age. Kasa your mama or your appointment kwa wonim de oye. Go and check his age and go back to talk today. Na kwala de ekoso Watermao refinery. Ekufo do be con last days I be call 2 days I'm in a free office. No total $21 million. $21 million. Yes. Aban biaba di omudi mfe watwa se no aban na wa ba no jomama aban no wode bosome makoma kon watwe edu asesa ne manyina ogana ha mebo aka chem se mebo moda so bodo kono 5 cedi ena aburo bag yesei aburo bag na koya kodu 30 million ena aburo na hwa ba form ukwa 6 million obenya biato moda so bodo kono 5 Ghana cedis ana masana teso ena otodo kono kwa yepese be mamuko nto sunsu ayefo adani yepese be ka no kura che ye ho motete ni amana so dokuno na mo bon last year 5 Ghana cedi na bro ni board bro na ma form so motete so monte 5 cedi no amana ma form a mo ba mo ma munyadu na mi diba ya form amame mo board dokuno a mo ma munyadu na mi di for amame because for so me adai nipa pen kure me si nipa pen kure ene Mugabe de ni jana no se jana de da bia wasa no yes mi janu mu da wo mi janu mu da na mi janu mu da jesa me sama pon because do na pen kure no se jo mama ya na point la me kan se no obi kwa 126 obi kwa less than 60 ma ho adwuma hobo senge de getuti bi organ ha ofie ni dollar na da 17 na so na yese betimi abatan ada na mo pa no kwesa eme kasa sanchefo no obi ayedi organ ha o wuji uti amefa ya wo me fire so na me the evidence na to wo mo ka hwe no mo no mo kwa na papers bebre mi bibia wo mitrim papers bebre so nka hwe kura false akasi ka hwe check your numbers and also check me the no the top. Power to the people. And then Monday Mesia you fear din Mesia you fear why din it's say John Dramani Mahama can say asumdue baba boko ene ne patem na asumdue nso beba inshallah santimebra me bo dia no ma sorry tumfo se to atokoko so ya misha no onya okese na mini se dia ebefu Mesia ba no so nyumba kwa beto agu eye kusasefo ne mampurusufo so na tokwaya ko ma mafra penfo ne nipa pem mama hwe mo kwa no ene abawie. My good brothers and sisters in the upper east region, mo one of east, mo fa odokure enye adwuma ye ware ye ho mamprisini ware kusasini ware mamprisini ye nipa ba ko pe nyina ye Ghana fo ye hwe the future, not today. Ye send ye madodo to kwa fa hwe ma usia wunua ye wunua wa ponche kura wa ye ni wofie no ya na edu ba bi na pese wo kunu didi buronya wo de se kai to ne minima ya na tesen immigration officer aso ne se wonko no kwada border no so na won hwe se wo betoto ne eme ye di ama aban no smuggling goods ni ade wo mu ni asojafo ni ade nkan bom ye kwa pay ni aboni to ni ekono police ni kwa ya de maya omo so kwa ahu tim no mada ku omo ipa bebre binduri asumjeni ho garu asumjeni ho pusika asumjeni ho bokwa asumjeni ho mayentena wasumdwem ene de be fi mensia babia yanyintum isesene si John Dramani Mahama ompe basa onye nipa nyi mu ohwe na ban mu a babia obia bi wom aban wei obia die wom asantifo nyomo die fantifo nyomo die bunofo nyomo die voterians nyomo obia die wom woye chempe aban aban enya wofe baby a Ghana fa ne tuma pe frɛ enya wofe first time enya wo ba wo ye vice president enya wofe ho ye wo ebedu baby ne eja manchiri mafo da bia me ka se dimpa ebie kwan Kwame Nkrumah ko ni di be bie kwan ama no Akufo Addo ne otisi obi bo ni dimpa Joma ma beko Sharaf ni we mod edi ebie kwan ama wo mo Mahama Abusia Ibrahim Peter Makiel Brahma edi po tie dibia Andam Maase family the Andam family edi po ni bie kwan ma bisa ho se edi be na wuja sit down and ask be reflective bisa ho se anamo awu tu sesia no edi be na wuja wo chi yes tase yani enua eye dachi hema o kan news wo twa ni ti fefefe o ti TV so efe dai eni ade nyina so ba adwuma enu aye friend no say wo ba 3 years wo ba nti apo nti bra be hwe akola no eduru enu atim akoda no 3 years oko dachi ma hwe ni TV so kan news fefefe na nu twi dede 3 years akoda oko die na wo so wo ye se 3 years ne kwa wu na ofri sentimental bisa wo se sia ye ka se don bo ma hobo be na waye ana konta be na waye den ubibu obi so ya no pa dware kwa adwuma ho okwa ase okwo obo ase aye den aba na o save o man o ye adwuma de ma o man nipa na o ye nwotwe o seconds okay fie jari fie shatade fita o kono o ka ne deputy defense minister Broja jari fie mo no o kra wo mo o so wo kwaba woni bi mo wa appointment 3 PM e woni office o kwaba wo o koye wa anya dan wa ma mini wo mienu ye nche sankofo no mini wo mienu ho ye nche sankofo o mo koye wo ma wo mini wo mienu ye nche wo mo ndi bibia wo ye bia no ya dwene ho mienu se wiase no enye ye dia ena ye Monday right ena ye meda to do Monday a spirit no wosoro mi wiase ametemi ni obi a ho time se me kwadwene obi ho adwen bone de nyame se ye media no de mami aso alhamdulillah akasa nya media praise the Lord me come baby meni mereshe abaye so wo ye kojo Udene the same.
Doctor
Amponsa.
Alex Kojo Amponsa.
One say Lumba no the Kojo is onye Eduada.
Sir.
Dabi.
Wow.
Charles Kojo Fusu. Onye Kojo. Hey, Charles. Ubi owu asela uji udin say de me hu bi da. Lumba had 2 wives.
Ono ne nipa amasua bibi afri ne mu pa.
Was it Lumba had 2 wives? Court declares.
Say Lumba de 2 wives.
Ghana will be to me a wedding so I come home and and a member no and that weekend in with the Lumba a beer coin. Try. Better pay.
Was a Lumba pema Lumba mammy no. This is Samano.
It's Samano.
Ah, that the Lumba, a whole that the Lumba.
See what you do, Kunipa, or born you many penny. Ah, Naja, ain't you?
Crab it tea and I am.
See 2.
Ah,
you be where you be, yes.
I had dear. Bona Basopa.
A Jenny Dean.
Yeah.
I didn't find a currency.
Yeah.
And then our mind.
Medase, Michia, Ashafonian at T4. I'm Mugabe so Michia.
Who I check.
I'm a film.
A human Dawson.
Oh, no.
And you see any
Umfu. And also, I ain't. Yeah. And then Michia, Ashafonian. Medin the Doctor Amponsa, me can't just so mammy say, why are Safi? And there me no be bon komo. Na ne de obeti good news. Aye, and there obeti good news. If you say yadru bronya so yedru a eya na me ye discount ema me patients and I say me nkrofo a edome na wo motutu omo anamon eba me hospital. Afi we kura de sa discount na meye no. Eye meye discount 25%. Magic machine discount so 25%. Na this year no mema na cross Christmas no akodru January 15th ena me ende sa discount we eno nti obi biara wo hwe me no this year bronyen Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital magic machine kese no ne ketua no nyina eya ade a discount so na mu a mo hwe me nne no mommo modi ana momra bronya no nso afi we de mi ntu kwan afi bia Mugabe ka bronya no ya na mi tu kwan aha this year de me ne mo da tegana ha eno nti se ebronya no mu ena ubenya tam kra wo de bra na metwen wo ahwew ye was Pintes Coastal Junction udru a taxi station na wo no busa wo mo se wo hwe Dr. Amponsa wo mo de obeba message se wo Accra ye was Pintes Coastal Junction udru a busa taxi station na wo no se wo hwe Dr. Amponsa wo mo de obeba me hono eya abrosan tentente ena masia me de ye Herbal Hospital eno ti sa wo hwe me na wo ye obi a wo yare enkasa mu yare tie mi ye obi wo ho yare enkasa ne entini mu yare sa wo spondylosis osteoporosis osteoarthritis ene sciatica sa yare we nyina no akoye nkasa ne entini mu yare se wo tie mi na wo sa problem no a ba bibiara a wo hye bo modern na bra yemfa nko hye magic machine kese no wo dembe se 40 minutes na wo sori a obehu se why duro papa ena obi wo ho a o se doctor me de yare na chemi atofie tie mi ye pa enkrofu a sa yare we a meka ho asem ache wato dem na wuntum nante Moses sa wo mu nyina mre me na me nsa wo yare magic machine no sa wo severe pains kese pa dendende pa untum nante ye o bre utia wo nan no so kra enye ye wachika se aye wo ya so many years hwe sa short time no a o magic machine so a o ho beto sesi a pains no nyina be yira ama o ho ato se kuro ewo ho a na ya ma okura duru na fe waye abrantie anase ababawa magic machine no ema o system no ebe ye foforo enipa biara yewo aba wiase no mo na wu nyini no na obla cells no so ewu ebewu akopem se obeye week akopem se obewu enu nti se wo hwame ana wutie me na se wo mpese wunyini ntem wo mpese wu ntem a wuhia se yedo to magic machine mu obra says o nerves ene ne aka nyina aye week no ebenyane ne nyina na afi wa beye nipa foforo ne wo mo yare nko na etumu kwa machine so obi wo ha owo severe blood circulation obetumi aka se numbness sa wo sa problem we mo amonsa ye mutitiri mo na ye mutitiri mo sa nkrofo nyina se ye de mo eba magic machine so a ebema ebejai short time utie me na bibi da oyam bibi nante oyam wa kasa hu se bibi enante oyam ebe nane no easy amaw emma na mummu nsa no ana se ubu nsa emma yie no ukoso a ebeba clean ebeba yie pa na wa nkasa wa hu se wa flow come on nice any side effect bi adema magic machine no muankasa mu amohwame na ebia wanya ekon mu yare okon ayew ya so many years affect wachika say bra na yemwa na kodam na enyai na je kruedru kofa na fe ohonto ya won krofo bi wo ha wo se doctor ebibia yare we meta boso a ye friend typhoid yare bi e wo system no mu yie pa ene na mi hu se yare bi e friend diabetes pese obiti no typhoid ye wa toda wuti pa o ho na okon agene ochika se ye wo ya omfe ewo uyam ebubom wani so chinu ohoye obasabasa eye wo se ubewu ade chi na ate ho wutanya constipation ayamtim uyam tim na ntum nko private obi so ho na ayane se wafa afaduro na ne yam ahwie kakra na agyae egyaw yafu yare yie pa na saa yare yi etubu ema big problem na chese why week kra ye kan yare mani pa ye week pa saa yare we eka ho na yare we ye uche na se wa mpa nhwa ebetumi akreti yare a friend hepatitis B amount se hepatitis no ba obahu se wo chest no eye wo yantentem otwe mu na omu toto saa na ayese wo feel fine wan twetwe mu a ontumu ntena ayese wo mu ye wo ya oyam ye wo ya oho tete saa na chese unhu ade krompo a ehawo yaso ye wo machines pa your machines ye rehwehwe yare your labs ahodo nyina bi enenti wo ba enya fei ene ye beka se kohakoye lab yebeye ni nyina bi amaw na wakai se mesi bronya we ekotisi next year 15th January magic machine ye mo bi biara discount say ye kese na ye ketoa no ebi ya discount 25%. ye didi mo bronya se wantumi amma na etwamu a ebesen akone price monso amohwe me na uyare asichire yare sa asichire na de ma wa nka aja di eko bebre nim sa de oyo oso yase bi di asichire a ena menya diabetes eno ntimi ni asichire menua asichire na manipa energy ahoden tie miye pa hwe senka ne nka broni bi abenya diabetes because akwala be ko school abrofo no say ye tu kwan ko hoba akwala be ko school every day drink than bag him ani anka nkwala mu what 3-4 years nyina benya diabetes nyesa na tie obi biara okasa aka kire ze wabon enya si kire obedi nko ena ma diabetes bibi wo yemu abroni fere pancreas udi aduane biara ewie na aduane ne ye adwuma wi a ebeda ne sugar abroni fere insulin sa sugar no na ma energy ahoden sa wodi ye no ebia na pancreas no eyare ebasa insulin ntum mfa pancreas no ntum mfa nya adwuma ma wo enti ebekwa akofa mmojam that means afa wrong way ebasa what is say hwan ubenya diabetes because asichire no amfa babia sese efa ena afa babia enye eno na manipa diabetes na enya asichire awadi se koba no saa esansa asichire no kom mojam no wudi no bebra na eya dodo wo mojanom ebasa ene hawo na sa wonyare diabetes bibia anyewa asichire na manipa energy wonso a wo hwame ne ebi anye we na hawo wohia awo bomode na hwehweme na meboa wo obawo kama nyankopon ede tumi na mawo amame ena wonso a wotie mi na wo bp a ye friend mojabro so brana me moa na bp yare no eyewa ade ati nyina ne se adasa ebi a wakoma ayenlaage ayekese ahono brana ye nkolete no anase wontini mu wasisi brana ye mfa magic machine nyama wo anase wo ye obi a ekuro wo wontini mu saa niema wo nyina ebema obipi akosoro wunya diabetes obipi bekosoro wunya typhoid obipi bekosoro hepatitis B obipi bekosoro ekuro ba wontini mu obipi bekosoro brana ye nhwe niema wo nyina nsolve ma wo na honto na BP no free wo enko ma me mo numbers no na asobeti asemo ana e kakra bi over fresh 0243 sa number we asan ye whatsapp no de eya ye voice message etimi drive kra metimi a reply 0243 110875 0243 110875 and a calling number no we the enya WhatsApp and here 027 85 99 611 027 85 99 611 mo amuwa brochira mo pesa mo ba bedi bronya no na mo ba herbal hospital ho no mo mfa WhatsApp no na mo mfre na mo buku appointment ento ho because magic machine no enya tembia na abeba obenya so akọ because ebi ho ana obi abuku sa appointment no mame sense number no so mo sa number no ye WhatsApp eye 0243 110875 0243 110875 menu ya wo hwame ne yare no aya ahohyehye a sa ahohyehye no woda magic machine mu a just 20-30 minutes na ajai enti se wo hwame a yare biara ekutia no bomode na Braspentes Coastal Junction uduru a taxi rank na on busa mo sa wo hwe Dr. Amponsa Kumasi ye wo hwim Tigwa Junction taxi rank wa family number no na frame na memwa mensa yare me din Dr. Amponsa me kan jesoma me say waya safi bye bye.
Tell one now one blow, 1 now one control. Bermuda Games of 2025 reloaded. This time around, let's get gala competition. Yes, bro. The teams are well represented. Team XYZ, X Natural Mineral Water, Work Natural Health, Mugabe Maase Clinic and Prostrate Center. Bermuda Games of 2025. One pay your body. Maybe say with the Team XYZ and a war for trophy nana. You work X Natural Mineral Water. Another Mugabe Maase Clinic and Prostrate Center. Bermuda Games 2025 reloaded. Obakwado on the 5th of December 2025. Nature Farmers Day. Damadani ya forfeit the holiday. Venue near Mac Downtown Park. Wajokers Nechiwa Labadi. Time near 10 a.m. Pepe. Be your favorite presenters and players. I will show football skill. Mugabe Maase. Yes, you might near power ni. Ohinbabwa ma Benny. Okumangra. Mankasasoki Nicholas Metsiabo Nedu. Onye ekuku damana nebo wo Galeas. Bermuda Games 2025 reloaded. Obeye ho la la.
Hi, I'm pleased to introduce to you Cancer Mixture, a herbal mixture for arthritic pain.
Wapo Tisa,
the brown Munam.
Arthritis, Havana.
It's me.
Can't it, Mr. No, no, can't it, Mr. No, can't it, Mr.
Yeruba Biana Nudruo, Morio ya, or arthritis. Can't sit, Mr. Obey your Juma when you put your inside. I'm a face in the grand.
And if you do Vienna menu, on your market for your button, a woman, one menu for. First, baby, I'm from one Sanka, Senior Susan, Bonibiara, go doctor, and I report for FDA Med Safety App Nodo.
And Katui, FDA, App Nodo.
Ah, now, again, I obey ya, or that for my son here from Mununi.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also, Yarea Titi, me ben Fipi, now so, Niamun Yonoda, Semicho, no, who draw Mata, Munoshia, a young one.
Meaning, say, what are also time for Hexa capsules, any Hexa mixture, Yanum Kutia or Sanubia Mano Anum, and can what on da also Drodi, and one Hexa capsules, any Hexa mixture.
I'm coming in
also a kura, a toy funo, any and sunumu, etuma we funo ekikawa, what the one any, was it to me, Emma, we checko, a bra wedi di every. So how I also there, compare Hexa capsules, any Hexa mixture, Nanum boom, now who ever told.
Pedro ko Okanshi Drug Lane, Kumasi Dani Hebal, Takradi AA Mensa, Anafre 020-3822-855. Appear for about Tanya Wama on Mofrano for any Mofra when you feed me no enkaho. Haxa capsules and in a mixture.
Also time for FDA Aji Edwedian Kratui Atom.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Obrebo eye ejumada. Ebwa eyam eduane. Ebwa eyi insa free ni peduani. Na ebwa woni pedua ma etena ho yi. Nanso, woni mi say niema a yedi na ye no. Timi ma brebo ye ejumaden sen pote.
Mehunda. Me brebo ye juma pa. E bia se me tumi ye bibi bo me brebo.
Ani, and waiting on what the lift it from the Moses Clinic, we have our center about herbal food supplements. We see pa the brebo. Ama e ye juma ye.
Na, ye juma.
Fatopa ye no, anopa ni enumre. Na eboma brebo ye juma ye. Sani ebeya, e betimi anyam aduane a wodi. Esiesi ni peduane mo enyi mo finsi.
Eno na me brebo kia pa.
Ubenya Life Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, ne supermarkets are ebeo. Sa wo pedudo so to a 0244 06 8447. Life Kid, wa wo brebo, wa wo ni pedua. Edru yi enye ma apemfo, e ma ema omomanfo, ne mmofo a wonya mfie dumien. FDA agi dwedie krato yi atum.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Welcome back from the commercial break, live on TVSYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM, 1st of December 2025. Now, I say Christmas is just around the corner. The Yamias say, Afeno, Aqua Diaba Bedru, and the 1st of December 2025. I can't tell you, yes, so divine selection, I can't be and every Mensia if news to be free ho eba ehon sem ed ha eba ma ho ne e koso ho ne asantman ra tumfo se to to kokoso uboni dia no apege omo ne efi anfi ho eba efa eye conflict ada ho mfie dudu na ya ehon asem no ne kan ayeka na utumfo se to kokoso asantman ra nkra eba no e kire se amafo asase e jubilate e wo mountain so na ho sem no etesem se eye kumase ene edu akwakopie no na je se de ekoso amanfo ase egu eye powder aje se eye news a bobo ba no ebem wanya feel ne kakra se de atmosphere no esiti entu de yentie kakra yentie background no se ne esiti
one tell one now one blow.
We get it. What is something here? Today, we fight for the food. We are killing. That's Tiga. He's the king of the food. That's Tiga why? The original king of the food.
Say amanfo say jubility wo ho na ye de ye twen say nansi fo wo ho no obepie every inside wo na ode de wo mu no ede aba betu ye nanim ewo TVSYZ na Power 97.9 FM yedi ntutu mirika enye hwe abotre nko a Abla Sakara joining a member of the NDC National Communication Team. Honorable Ashiaman so be joining me very soon on the show. Na fe de akarina by to me digest issues no send your tears send yourself ata pepe ene ejuode. Abla Makwaba. Bibi abako there. Fantastic. Well, and then some of those you be come and share, but there be ye did you may dear no ya ne pese se kakom you know go na num pese be to make aye bibia and you know I mean we are here to educate, to inform and to entertain. There was a news bia be free de beto abonten no na che say sa pepe and etie well in some be na PPA OSP electoral commission about 10 petitioners here omodiomont semakoto His Excellency John Dramani Mama and also I refer to CJ any who sama bobo eba na yen share an accountability series with Honorable Mita Kando Health Minister na fe no yen fa wasi nso resource eba ye no schools ni bi awe ho sem no senior city na de nyina akeka ho na fe ya digest issues nina so my mention says to away from you. I don't know whether you want to start from the education sector, or you want to start from the office of the president, the 10 petitioners are Martin Pigbu, senior lawyer, and also I saw the Nadia 11. So where are you starting from?
I'm starting free OSP.
Fantastic.
OSP
and Mensa.
OSP and Mensa, and I'm the rural education.
Fantastic.
My father calling so as I chow so Ubojuma. Ejuma day and one Ubojuma. So now, me honestly, OSP says I'm there truly, and your petitions no quasum. We are essay. Yes, I investigating OSP Nankasa. He must be investigated because so Usha, you call down the lane now. Usha budget manu as OSP since inception now. Like mind blowing. Me ejuma wodi, and Usha ejuma wodi now. I'm even surprised. Medubasha said free 2018. 2018 OSP office now. He allocated 3 million Ghana cedis and a man. At the Akufo-Addo administration allocated 3 million Ghana cedis and a man. Now, share 2019, he allocated 180 million Ghana cedis and the share OSP. Ejuma Diemu say unfunded Ejuma. Now 2020, he had 138 million and the share OSP. Some say unfunded Ejuma. In 2021, Yama OSP 124 million say unfunded Ejuma. In 2022, Yama OSP 138 million Ghana cedis say unfunded Ejuma. In 2023, Yama OSP 129 million Ghana cedis say unfunded Ejuma. And in 2024, Yama OSP 149 million Ghana cedis. We just say winning now over 754 million Ghana cedis. And yet, Tamu and Edema OSP say unfunded Katashishe. And what do we see? Katashishe ebeye kesiye under the watch of the OSP. It for me, the seat OSP must be investigated. The OSP himself must be investigated because in term 756 million Ghana cedis or 7 in total it is 754.9 million Ghana cedis. And addition is say unfunded Juma. Now idea em ya and say if you when we are boy no when you say OSP it me conviction of just 7 people and OSP it me conviction and you know these people they ya wo me say omu teacher for omu ni bi internally a teacher for omu ni bi 7 and otimi aiden a prosecutor or convict omu and trials I will court 25 people per and otimi di omu asem akọ court. In all Sikawe Adiamano, don't forget, amount of 754.9 million Ghana cedis edition in Sano. OSP account 4.24 million. That's 4 million. And what's me aje? Ubia yabo akohuma of 754 million. Na yakohuna usika semu say ahina what me aje what me recover ahin and what me akon Katashisha 4 million per and which means it is just 4% of the money given to him. And in this case, if you don't investigate him, how on earth will you allow him to just go? We need to investigate the office OSP. And yes, a petition petition Daddy and investigated the person of OSP, which is the Kisejabi itself as an institution. We need to investigate him because a new question will score free. Say you need the internal. No, a thorough investigation must take place because yet in time Ghana sika 754 million Ghana cedis for show say fire juma. Na the kwakwa in the account more sika what we retrieve from the people or also the accused person. Yeah, 4 million just 4 million. How on earth can you do that? Now the power to your commission is 7. All of us are 7 more. They are all teachers. I want 18 to fight you. Hence, you are nowhere to be found. And this can't happen in Ghana. We need to investigate the OSP. Me, Maka, a Sika Ghana for a summer free and a man. And the Juba Yediasha will shut down the lane. There is no single word that he can say yes, me Kisia Jabin. Me OSP office, I have done so good.
SML.
you came or be by and son over SMS started ball SML and a whistle. I will Ghana hand. Nay. It wasn't today. We started talking about SML, not today.
Was you second for that echo of your money, but now we need that.
And let me see on your investigation because your friends of flat and a bonacoma. It's already what can be because of at the kind of money are not all the years judgment. It's already what our pambi they have an apam. And yes, I'll be about they have to investigate him. Any your call and what short letter say he is wanted. My withdraw member on next week. Look,
red alert.
This is a man, Kiseja Ben. We shouldn't just allow him to go scot-free. That office was created to loot Ghana money. A schemer, not MPP, NDH, and totally, there is nothing that nobody will tell me, sir. Maybe Mugabe. Yeah, the 754 million. Asha so for you, June. Now account in reality. We say the only thing now, ultimately Jeffrey amount for her 4 million. May you find to her. According to one page website, on the website, I was saying 22 million people has been sensitized on OSP on corruption. 22 million, which is
22 million cities or people.
22 million people.
Our population is 35.
Which means automatically, what them high in Kuano. At least 5 of us must be sensitive in Pacho. What say OSP office? Me about check. I be sensitized on corruption.
Very well, you move to UC.
Now, commission there. Yeah, kind from day one. I mean, a young news cry as I say. Yeah, but that's all I can say. Man, we feel. And call you one person will be of integrity. She should have handed over long time even before because for the first time ever, people of SAR. Just because of inefficiency. 2024 election, a card debt, and you're gonna phone the 2 Obama, essentially, boom, I can see, I can buy now, I can be yes with Ghana. Yes, because the figures were changing. They didn't have specific figure to give us that this is the number. Nipa say and a 2 about Nipa say na 2 man DC, Nipa say na 2 man BP. Up to now, they keep updating their system. That should tell you that she was not competent. And the vice no confirm they were not up to tax. Exactly, they were not up to tax. It's a new bill. See, the resetting agenda they're promising Ghanaians is now. And one thing about the NDC or His Excellency John Dramani Mahama me pen say, and yes sir, ebeko amano enkwano pe eye Ghana ye the democracy are here building and in the focus and the focus are it is not to benefit the NDC or to benefit anybody, but to benefit Ghana as a whole. Madam, EC official by now there is a banner because she is not fit for purpose, and everybody knows about that. It's even the deputies. That's how only age more. Only another very competent. And come in some is it not too much? Oh, it's not. Oh no, it's not about too much. And other people will come. Say, can you know petitioner? I come here to petition, but because I'm a petitioner, if I can say me NDC, then I can't do it because public perception about. Otherwise, every single person I want the electoral commission and election exactly. No, the first one or the corner or no can say me I interdicting no. I court. I did him. I'm up to now. I'm going to file a case defense via man. So that should tell you, sir, there is something there. Is it appeal, right? Yes, there's something there. There is something there, and I don't know why. Look, on now can be power any here, and yet Sikana Obe Maase, and yes, a car over them and a dimpa. You have more opportunities at the 7 Ghanaians. Free and fair. Now we didn't cover. You can't easy friends and pay for. The papa for a job be. For a job, yeah, NBC for. NNPP for Oblemi ya come nitiabo yedi kan say he is not doing the right thing.
Obe holding on amame namabo era eye Kumasi Mensha imfie ni akohede ekoso ewo Mensha Palace Atongo Idrisu Kasim oyeye na Upper East Regional Correspondent wedi eye mpenifu echia free Upper East ABPM ewo Asante Regional Capital Kumasi. Atongo, salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Maybe I Kumasi to say Mensha Palace what to say we
ene wi ide we pie Mensha Palace as ya beka ne say we should doma abi from Mensha Palace na ese wani na ntisa wo ka che obi me na enam disha ye yina nim say between the Kusasa and the monthly na otu focus on the mediation process that we na ti hadie mazadie eti bakata jobra wa ha.
Very well, sign atmosphere in the city. A charge na a family no sign will be a eka utumfo asantimera wababonti ana bibia nyampi efio sign I mean my atmosphere in the city in Mensha Palace.
So this year me no eka say Mensha Palace obepie mo hanama eyaniji a family na eyaniji after say utumfo otukofo so ewie the mediation process na opie ba ye no my principal na di kan epie bae on pie bae hu se omogu pa and I say omadinkunim and at that particular moment na kusasi na mo so mantima ko inside no mujina nche ho no ma enti nka yakopa mentimu wasi bi aba ho no na munim se bia ya bo mo ana se ya dinkunim nkunimje amawo enti mami nke bi eya ba ho no anka police for ni soldier for a woman she ho no man ambamba muntem ka ye beti enye so mu ewie ko ye no and after for for so it by led by Tusiga na ba kabis ba le ko ye boko na ba nkasa won yanko pie mu ewo Mensha Palace so but Tusiga na ba wa second command na edi ahemfo na anim edo mo ba na also ba ye no na doma na kusasi youth no so ba ye no e pre Mensha Palace so and about who in a traffic wouldn't be encouraged. So, Doma, no more big show on the mountain by Puska Nabanana, as the one now, so more lawyers, any young Kasai lawyers in each other a year or two of also at the Bidia to Lakwam na Asama walking in an on Obina Kasan, so age you might be a man, and His Excellency the President John Tabani Mahama. On a day, Asama man so on to a CC seminar every. And Takas a report, the command is a Jumana Ademam may read a report your man in the Cafe or no Eddie and Kayana Abertrab on Tiama will be at you. And so, the jubilation about Kusasi for one person for the jubilation and about my Fabia did it and summer and Omami issue or two for a sexual minimum. I will be a presentama or Toko Kosomo. Nasa obia somewhere there. Because that's what is somewhere there. And I'm a person for the way and a day nichi about a family member. Will be more Hanama, a nichi everywhere. Obia agent.
Atongwe, 80 Niger and a family no jubilate ana.
A family no jubilate. My person for a jubilate, no Kusasi for a jubilate. My person for a good powder. Imagine kunim. And Kusasi so almost so many years, almost jubilate say almost so much. We share a family nana. Let me dig a client. Obia wa resumuta and some of present and Emma or took a personal. The final outcome na a better additional honor and couldn't give a year mondia.
Yeah, call a year man prison for enough. Mana catch say a year Kusasi for. Oma hempon eye ya wobokono no atumi amma na ne second in command eye Pusiga na ba ne baaye no na man principal no so oma fam no na yiri baaya na
yo say me no ka say na yiri so antimi amma na ahemfo a woma omo ebesi wo na mu enam say omo the way omo pie no ma makwan ma yen sentrafo no nwura media omo ye hall mu ho no so omo pie ba na ba from the bank ba from the pie ba no emponia ye hu ye ehese na yiri no enka ho na wono ma mo ka ho bae na ye hye da enni momodi ba ho na ledubu wali side ho no e bae e be gina na yiri no
Kotokone has a bomb match. A win, draw, or lose. Now, shall more mupie by ye. Lawyers, he didn't come more, a month for didn't come on. Who is a friend bearding Kunimana?
That man, no, Cassa, dear. Who be some young minting Cassa, a power when I didn't kunim, and I'm way a immigration. Now, when you think of Sanka, what you mean, Muka class, and my own was staying at some airport. Can bet me and to see a share the airport. We are found with the gene kunim. Now, almost say, Nina, and no, Auntie Miamba. I don't know, a bad than somebody me as them watch it. It's a TVXY for tip for Naga, which like I said, I may know Ekasadia. I will not be able. I can say, as soon as that Jim couldn't buy, or be any idea, or Peter or no, in Jeffo.
But at the end of the day, winner, everybody.
That's what I would say.
Mr. Winner, Beba at the end of the day.
Winner Beba at the end of the day, and the beginning say winner Beba at the end of the day, no, five for now, no, and a winner and buy. Very
well. Yabada was a Atongo Idrusu Kasim, Upper East Regional Correspondent, Edema SYZ Broadcasting. Yabada was for your time, and then you may on TV SYZ and Power FM. Okay. Very well. Mamema Honorable Kwaba, na Eja Yentuaso. Honorable Mwakwaba.
Yeah, Jamoga. Enemy boss. The boss knew.
Now, complimentary what? Education
agency.
Fantastic. What is saying?
Oh, yeah.
CEO back open.
So it's a Grand Army Free Minister of Education.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, then I know Omampenyuko Kaze, ministry one of the best.
Wow.
Bojuma, as compared to the manifesto promises, you know. Now you know baku tem sanitary pad a call. You get you right. So the free fee, a call,
stress free.
Teachers allowance, a call. Obinu say so. I say share. The three no yangu. Who's a she no?
Yes, sir.
Now we no bibi or hunting. Let's manage
something on the table.
Oh, something on the student transfer loan. A call. Yes, I did. Physically challenged there no as account
school feeding
as at the 20 million they are also
school feeding
now school feeding is also a call budget
desk near the
no now you do call next year is school die kindergarten once na nanadu dada yo omu bani nyina bi biani SHS kindergarten omaja to
that's the foundation
yes primary school omaja to ho JHS omaja to ho
omono motopa school
no muto pasco ude yebeba asasem ensema me twa obi obeka say bia mahama banti na nkoda no afeli hwe na do ne amamu bone na yinka on the na ne mutumi yinka nko no this is where because we've reset yes mampenyi tumi to apoma nkoda mampenyi otumi to apo e de masku nkoda say munsia na enu na ebeba yeah, these are some of the things. Now we have to stop that.
Upon a failure.
Yes, upon a failure. So these are some of the things. Yes, it's a China Yabekwa Committee, Parliamentary Committee of Education. Into all the agencies, your budget 1 now, your chief director, Yemami, and so on. Now, Tihona of Sheuka now, I take it. Okitani pen,
thank you.
Yes.
Mameko Abla is on Abla for me every on the year 10 petitioners here. Omo Edia Kudu Sasalesi John Dramani Mahama Sikise Yesi Chair and any deputies in the Yenu Edia including OSP Kisi Ejabin Nafi Menko Honorable Ashamasu.
Oh, me na me can say ASMPA na ache na abedu until at least December we Christmas we the better sempa because one and a month for so omo ho omo nim say katahihye bi ene edwumadin bi a omo di no e wo ho no omo famra because Ghana right now is resetting agenda no enu you know we need to reset all the sectors we need to reset everywhere and make sure say the reforms papa bi abeba because I know ne de beja yechirima. This is what the legacy that we will leave for the unborn generation, and we have no excuse. This is what Ghanaians saw in us. Omudi 2 initial and say, "Yeah, fine, yeah, but I did back when say, yeah, for 2 million in the boni, yeah, for 2 million and pressure Ghana for you the 2 million ebe boa Ghana for, and that is it because 2028 oh you better go back to the Ghanaians and go and tell them say when I the 2 million with the man aye no almost wash it almost sit them and no wash my brow bone they are trouble pass yen continue but say you use opportunity no na say anke yenuma na kechi we will never reach where we say anke yenuma anke yen say. So because of that, we say we will do everything possible to better the system. And what do we need? Yema Ghana for Emma no Muntimin Kasa. Adia Ekoswa Enyan or Mutimi Kasa. Adia Eyanso or Mumboy Abaso. For me, petitions no time iswa. The boy in the Kaho or more say there are so many words our system no or Mumra na say Yako no go head say where the petition where the BBI wait be now. Rule of law, fairness, into you bet mamina to aso. But say everything evidence don't you say a more do a bit more you know for her. Why not? It is good news because as your starting case as and yet it has been long overdue. It has been long overdue. And see, anyone say it's John Dramani Mahama use the word resetting agenda. I think it is Obia or advising to use the word reset. And now Oman sorry set ban argument meeting vacancy sorry. Honestly, because what in our system a person
the canker.
The what is too much. Everything is not working in Ghana here. 8 years of dictatorship. We dictator man. He said, "Okay, yanka, onukwana bimu whatever na ono beso ye no, and they final." Now for intimin kasa. Right now, you say intimin yanko for more bold. Intimin face system no. They don't care whoever you are now. I think it's ASM.
Very well. Thank you very much, Abdullahi. Sakara live on TV. SYZ and also power 97.9. I said, I can Safari Valley Eco Resort, Benji Estate and Investment Limited, Divine Hope Herbal Center, Divine Ochia, Herbal Powder, and Boy Victory Garlic Missa, Power Specialist about Hospital Mamia Duya Kwemu Med Moses Clinic, the Herbal Center, Yefas like I said, S Natural Mineral Water, and Hebron Hills International School. Honorable Shama, over to you.
Thank you. Mugabe Maase kan achia ehwe for native for machia. Me di kan kra achia nyankopon. Na machia mapenyi. Na machia na bedi chiri. Na machia chief of staff. Na machia national chairman, general secretary. Na machia women organizer. Mama ya hu
achia Dr. Kalisus.
Oh. Da odabi onu
executive secretary.
Me paucho doctor me chia wo. The last stop to the the last stop to the door, to the last door.
We signed your letter.
The friend, the last stop to the last door.
What about power? What about power?
Oh yeah. Now NDP ni bi ka say me ye fine say nti umpa boni say me info. Umpa boni say me info.
You be did.
Say me down because no minim say ndra me kwashama na me hwe omo run about anwini sina na do time to say before fee ye di pavement blocks not to fine and na moto wesusu ye no oh omo ma me time say me nkasa onim na me ka kire mo me say ye bompa ma obia na edimbo ni bi we wiase a enye no me ma bi emeka ho
exactly
enu ni ba ko ye kro no na bagu ye kwajro na bagu so bia ujo bire za dimboni no memba no ye bompa ma nyankopon moga inde ba ha no Mr. Tiafrije mensan mo ho nansema ekosu mi bisa Ghana for say Jemensa kura no oti ho oye bien asem ye be ma dia ye asem eno bi fa petition ko mo nse Jemensa ngazangasa no on person free sa konja no so on person free ho inti petition kono mampeni media nyanti a mepe ade ba ko penta mepe se yenyi Jemensa free ho ene isi boss abeba konja so no no dia sua nyansa adanti na meka sa asem minu me ba na wo ka asem no Me say dear Jemensa any the local government minister Eddie Yemin Crawford was sir as at that time. Yes, local government minister Mahama Alima Mahama honorable. Meaning the late honorable Helu, may her soul rest in peace. Yeshanu parliament bisa no say honorable Alima Mahama and nama uni si pesa mu tui mu betumi awia masalfo anya constituency se no benya mp o se on be wie bibia anse aho eko wiase no ye Santro Kofi Akpafu Lolobi Likpe for 4 good years no MP. No MP. Niente me pesa yemfa asem misrem MPP for mi nuanom MPP for a mudia munya asem anama dani no. Listen and listen good. Mintaje mensa obetumi aye mi sister. Mi sister penya na aketwa obetumi aye. Mintanu but ye do kodi di bia Constitution of Ghana say before you can constitute a parliament a full house every constituency must be part of it. Now you sat down without giving or helping the Guam people to get MP for 4 years. You have actually exhibited illegality even in our constitution. Jemensa uti hoyede. Uti hoyede. Ana adia mranu unyankaye. And the yankan chirawe. Because it is very painful. Look, Minya, in a 4 years in a student life, Obia wa SHS, Ebia or medical school, and now law school, some 4 years no, because I've had that experience before, say my boy binu, some 4 years no, that student anka, Ebia MP bebuanu, wanya that opportunity. Would ya uti manshimunde, and I watch you to get. One more obi bad one man anya that opportunity into the whole day. Uniferenka wa free order da enye his excellency nebeti committee bia into your mampenye misrewa yenu free ho anyone of na mogati asenwe obise na ye onu nkwa na se car na ma driver se tire se aka no betumi akọ into mu na ye tire bossman mu na ye tire into mu so mu nyina mu nkọ. There is nothing that will happen to Ghanaians. So we want good governance in this country. Me amiti ha semra constitution mu ditu wasemaniswa omuyimi. Na MPP for nam na yesusu ye ba mu beba da ben. Ye mu beba da ben na mu huna manfo. Na moga se nyuma ye koda onyankopo se wi asiasa na MPP huna no efan. Oba mu ye komo ho na ye ntie. Ye no. That is what we call democracy. And no moye kataya no misi se kataya say ya obetumi akọ usu load obetumi akọ kataya no nye nikina poncha no mo obetumi aso oda bi poncha ohifa load no dos nti kataya no asai awai koba no nyina awai one thing na rogo na nam kwaso na za say Yokohama fufuro na no look, let them go. There is nothing. Now, the mensa me tufu. So person ye who ti set okonwa. One say on e patcho say ye mfa ne entitlement no fa manu. Inti mamin kan kire o. Omu si se wo ni mo wo ahwena. Se wo ni mo wo ahwena. Say one say ne afenuma ke ye nyina obi aye kom. Na MPP for say bi kafra o. Titoko no go antu. Na ya tudu say wo de ko. The law is the law. You see when you get an NDC woman or man in a position be person you know o see oko Charlotte say wanko eh binu ma ye pa but afin na ye hunyansa e wo deputies. Yes o ma promote we are not doing maybe do me I do you we no mo afumra no me dem me man kora draw asem kora no me masu. This is gross incompetent. But me dem me masu ni amudia ye guan fontin nda meti so mayi the Charlotte no Jemensa edanu powder ti se na mahu powder o mention no ma top powder cha manfo ye nhu omu ti so. Yes na powder is very to be mayu but powder no sha seba but unim the year 2002 me chrome bike me kan mutie any adoko for omuka akpafo for hu and I ansem court asem no court sa about 50 years old and da ye be di asem no finally no minimi bra se o na otimpo tibribi de tek na ye ko baby omodi asem no ye be dro no mo sawi na unu bae na ka e be di kan no mo free adoko na adoko ka susu no obefa baika inti baika for di kan hu se first car banu omu kita white ni powder na ye jubilate ubehwe na ka no be twokro no akọ say na nye ye nkro for the jubilate. That is the same thing that you see. This is to teach us that we must learn to live together. Sure. We must learn to live together. Sure. Ghana, yes, Ghana is our only country. Let us love each other. Let us not kill ourselves. Moga, for this year alone, God has shown us the miracle. Send me a watcher, Abraham, Niniba, Isaac. That God has shown us the miracle that in our soil we can get gold. That will be more than the IMF loan. In our own soil, we were able to raise close to $9 billion plus dollars. And now, sasa sisunu enu na ebetina si na eku ya ho yes remu. The verdict finally has not yet come. By binimu de we are peacemakers so.
But why they jubilate? Both sides.
No, nyewu mini say na otumfo ka say asem nu wa wie nkra no. Do you get it right? Nije. Eni nije say ubeka say asem nu wansa nto anhyeda. Do you get it right? So bi besa Africa ba obi ehoba kra no ni na ntwani ne ba era fom kra no ehe no ba sese na nafra wa esese wo ko.
It is declaration be kra na say verdict be beba. I mean they need to put certain things in order.
Yes, certain things. Human face in order.
Any pusiga other areas like wale and little go.
Because they have intermarried. Yes, they have intermarried. Yeah, majority leader of parliament. Nimani yes Mampuzi and Kusasi. So how you look at this person, then you ask yourself, how do we handle this issue? Into Mampeni asemnu eba Jubilee House.
Ghana ne bedin kunim.
Oh Ghana ne bedin kunim. Let us live together and let our Ghana as a team winning World Cup in the face of atrocities. This is what we are asking for.
We just say call World Cup 2026. Now ya PM Canada, Mexico, USA.
Yeah.
Now Blacks are set up no.
Yes.
Your Mampusi photo. Your Kusasi photo. Bissau. Into Muyabolo. I didn't say Ghana. Ghana
first. We are just praying for peace at that place. Look at the youth. Let us channel their energy into the productivity. 24-hour economy. Ye dia hondi nebe yo. Ye mfasa hondi nunkoku. Debi yemfa sa ahondi no na yemfa ndo na yentiti na ntweni weni nyina no na yenye aduane na yendi wo krom ha.
Peace will definitely prevail at the end of the day.
Yes.
We need peace. Asantimere for to the second live on TVSYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. Asara Kese Nkoma Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center. Medimosis only the Eba Abasuba will be a agena to me say or your champion wako Geneva a Switzerland akwaje award nyina painti ni dwumedia wodi no eso ani ye papa pa wasimuntu tumirika emra otonesa afro se Nyankopon Adoma on the 5th of December or Saturday na chese aye 8 a.m. na chese prostate aye free aye scan no screening no na etumi ekoso beko na eja wakwa akoye screening ye hu se prostate no oye bema bibia enna aye wadi no ma de na de so bi atuamienu no na chese bibia etumi akoso wasiri nyina so no wasan ewo complimentary aye fibroid aye screening for women ye no so no ebekoso ho na dental aye screening so ebekoso ni nyina woko aye dental barrier no office ho na bibia nso betimi akọ enkan na ministries nso ho AESL building no na je kojo nso no ewo eye ben ashama ho kuma sanyema kokobin ho until 5 December 2025 no call the branches na eja free process screening opportunity no also akoka ho call Mugabe on 0244 068447 0244 068447 as natural mineral water insu no enie Christmas enwa na edi uragan ha ba bia eye s yeni ayensuo wa bepebi tokoton na eja osunya so emfaso na hade obeba yensuo yi trucks awudu yi ba no omobetuko omoto ba ko mienu miensan de agu omufie woso befa wode eko ye mame ma force na nurse enwa no wonom ya point is nyina obekọ no bia de department government agencies be bia obekọ no bia de esin ho mia oba mi fie enwa na me de serve ma ho me manso enwa enuomo enum enra me wife odi ni birthday kuku papa bi na chese enwa na wo benya se joma ma di ni birthday wi ade cha na wo yere di birthday capacity Mugabe no size na chese bibia e kama wasi adepa me ba me last born me kokan last born na eye Brahma Mahama Benyame award me nyantwa wo Brahma me
na me bisa was the last born say
that me ni kwa na ja ye me yi ani aye ni yes aja
that's right
brand na wajiti
wa ye juma
na jo me na ba jo se me da na jo de me ko na jo de me boy juma
self acclaim we
what you see see we there es ne there to bigu fi ne nkwada ne nom de edu enwumere na mo boy juma na nkwada na me ye dadi asembia metetimu pibinanum es na twa menu awota odi wani kire eye Swazi broadcasting ha ye 37 na Bebre Street dudu bi apebia won sabeka enu owura shops awudu no mu wosu ha bi won se fridge mu obushi shop we ubi ma esi ayemu ma emu fefefe wato bi gura wanom na chese ye nkonkon a umpe we na apedie wo pedudu ne tu akwakoton afre 0596273547 anasa wudu wani be kire Swazi broadcasting ha ewo 37 na Bebre Street no ababi hunu eye Robert na aba obenya bi ato na ye same also s natural mineral water no obeso fe bi koton ana ene e bi ko hunu Robert obema obi why Safari Valley Eco Resort omudi omuni ye papa odru eye dukruma obemu se free dukrum wa eko eye dew obi ajo matum akropon ho ko ni nyina obon se obi e bo safari wa kudu ho na wuku rade wo ho a obon se omo ye champion dewu eni omo wo e wo Kre constituency Eastern region na wodu ho a wildlife experience jata sebo antelopes ni akanwi omo ko na omo babrunya e baby so na baba bi di mo fi Netherlands bi fi Scandinavian countries e wo mo Sweden omo Finland ye Denmark Norway ni ade no omo ba bi di holidays na chese mo di moni akire ho wani baji we ye papa environment we very very conducive omo nuane no so mo serve local and continental dishes to bring when family no enko swimming pool udem tongon na jawia wakogem umpewe na apedie for any chire eye Safari Valley Eco Resort you were down in the Eastern region call them on 05969143940 05969143940 or from Mobejo so Benji Estate and Investment Limited omona free omo asase o Chopoli New Airport City omo ben Sagleme housing project no aso ho so nyina omoto asase 35,000 Ghana cedis so mat so area about 25,000 Ghana cedis enkanisika no 250 million na was it deposit 5,000 Ghana cedis enkanisika no 50 million na chese eja tutuade akane kakra free side visitation Wednesdays and then Saturday biano odi wani chiro mbebo omusa asini nyina no maso bia ne so 70 by 100 a year feet na chese omotwa edi amount line title bibia ya genuine na obehu omo office no e wotema community 25 omone a goodness filling station no na edin hwani mo of the Aflawo road you can also call them on 0248780887 0248780887 na 0553116602 0553116602 ofra Omo ebejo so Benjamin Estate and Investment Limited omo ebejo so Divine Hope Herbal Center na efre mo na de otwa herbal powder de abedwa so ejawi ba ko a wo de ato eye cap mu nsuo dede na wode agum na kyerɛ sɛ wanom wo sisi na ɛha wɔ no waist pain ɛma ne mɛma nyinaa no misisi wadwonkoso wapɔ so piles koko na ɛtete wɔ efifi anaasɛ ɛsiw baabi wonya ɛyɛ ɔtwa yɛ ba powder ne bia onom a ɛwɛkɔ ama ho atɔ sexual weakness ɛnka ne yɛmfrɛ me capacity sɛ yɛfrɛ me capacity masan sɛ madwuma so ani yie papaapa bɛma deɛ wadwuma nso ani yie ada bia ɔne wɔyere ntɔkwanko ahomakye ntɔkwa ho hia ne nyinaa na kyerɛ sɛ ɔbayi ne boɔfo da bia ne gye ne fie ɔmmɔ adwuma no libido na kyerɛ sɛ atenka no aba fam ɔwɔ sɛ bɛma ɔtenka wɔ soro wobɔ adwuma na kyerɛ sɛ yɛfrɛ wo senior prefect yɛfrɛ wo Kevin yɛfrɛ wo ɛyɛ Asante yɛfrɛ wo Brahima Brakesi na te na kyerɛ sɛ wadwuma so ɛni agyema na kyerɛ sɛ wagyema bla ofoli na kyerɛ sɛ wɔmɔkyi wa mɔfa wɔnkyɛ o braba shama ɔsa na ɛtete hɔ anaasɛ mmaa no menstrual problems fa ne nyinaa kɔ na ɛyɛ Divine Hope Herbal Center na pɛ wɔtwea herbal powder ne bi na bɔbɔ pharmacy shops ahodoɔ a mebobɔ din wowura ma bɛnya bi atɔ wowɔ tamaleafoɔ ne kyerɛ PK Gombila hɔ na boache heba wo tema boache ansa wo Cape Coast House of Drugs wo Sherman Cap heba wo Sunyane and a Capson Pharmacy nso ewo Koforidua obetimi afre wo twa Hope wo twa heba foi and I say Divine Hope Heba Center foi wo 059 1565557 0591 565 557 or 0550 639-037 0550-639-037 ofra omobejo so Hebron Hills International School say excel and shine sabre ebia woti kotoko oti kofi koe ene ne patemo koju ashon eba bidu medie pobi masapema 3 junction amasama ne patemo Kwans Estate Damas Estate hona otie someone madwagiri tutumika o na fa oba na yeden ebra Hebron Hills International School your media of them someone road ye be media Presbyterian Church ni ye papa Paudo School da ne si wo kama che se wa wudu a weni ebeje achechefo no mofa no ho abotre na wudu ho a omo kire IT nkwada no University of Ghana Legon omo wie ye omo kwanim de wo nkwada ho abotre just qualified teachers and a chirade ewo school mo and ye Frenchman just obey or ka French na we yemkra ashe say school pa babini na school ya wo akwada maame yare da hospital no okosa na maame hospital ho a omo bi say say where you from say I'm from Adojiri. Not just Adwajiri no was slang crack. Are you coming to visit your mom? Yes. Or are you not going to school today? Yo, from here I'll be going back to school. Hebron Hills International School. No, I started spelling it. No, I started spelling school needing. We been away ever school we obakwa or the apo yeding. School we obakwa. When you take care of or quotation Bible verse, no, I started kaitro ewo kemo. Papa wants a cry or besakra. A Hebron Hills International say excel and shine media of them someone road. A whole and I'll be home. Power specialist about hospital, mammy do ya sebra. Hepatitis A, B, C, D, ye need been to a fatty liver, sciatica, prostate, broken bones, no penny baby na touch my ulcer, components, minimum, and I have fibroid, miniaba. To for nature power specialist about hospital, mammy do ya or Quanobemo drew. Kumase ofiya se lek bosom twen kontena se apuduja kwano so ene just bo filling station and a di nhwanimu enkrawa e kwa bianya kwabenya mo kwabenya domain ne patemu no mudi mo ne kire kwabenya poko asesi pe kwantempo no so ye ho ewo eye block factory junction so pe power ye bus stop wa takwade wanaje estate be anaje eme primary school no wodi oni kire wa obetime afa ma me adu ya on 0244544422 0244544422 Bamuda games ne baso na wa behwese eja Medimosis and then the staff S natural mineral water piwak a natural health and a team SYZ team SYZ now Mugabe me a captain let me dear anymore Radinia Copon Cracker Sergeant me chair Jordan you be beside me say JC number Ben was me man na ya measure time me media me match the major ball me boss standing 9 team jina fa kwa Kevin mo na ye mranti o mo kwaje ba ja ulmai na ma pratum boko and yes will be kuchu be no da ho ne da 18 balls man makofa ball ne dia hye motuom media me mo ye kobo cross bar te sasa mo agya ne Suarez mu die ni bio media ne me to me bo me ko mechisi ya na media me ntine gban woni me se media manim na ebebo na mama stoma media me back na ahye wo na che se enu no mesu mi hyegu ane te den mi hyegu ane te de papa yesa woni mitu mirika me nya di woni mu kama wonti me nsame ho zan se ye defeat ye nti wa man tema obeba na bia ya bo awie tia no patutututu wacha kura nundu na osa wo ho aba behwe Mugabe simu se jata unya kwenya bia wo beba ha kwa unya me no wahume na beba se me gina na mabɔ me nan na me ya ba bigina machi hanso de me wo ma wa hapa o staff yi ene obi ba mu ge fa wo ho to fom fa wo ho to fom ene besi ujesi ama wo obi ba Mugabe fa wo ho to fom se me fa me ho to fom ne ne oye besi ujesi ama wo anasi sensi so anasi na je say ene me mu bampi kura ne bo Mugabe din we say yes capacity ene beni anti CEO ene eye raf ene Emmanuel Kisi wayemre imafo no mo adwuma manyina Emmanuel Nato Emmanuel Kisi o Emmanuel Wuso no boni dia ono o twada party obi anti uba no ahwe chi ahwe so me ha PSO kra wa ba kokra Kwame Kapese obebobi ma SYZ from Gold Board Kwame wonka ho wo baba be hwebi woni sika baba be hwebi ene de mi ginam captain mi ginam den untumi hye agemai nie power nie ajima second half ne amanaba woni bobo papa ajiran ni hu ajima so obehye wo nti obi amra e wo Magdan Park enyi hu anye den enfim e wo Labadi time no e 10 am na che se Bermuda games no e dan ye fofida e holiday nti bra na ejuma yentinetine yampum juma ko nyina dawro man te chere di juma di ebro 28 minutes inside 5 on Inside Politics Power 97.9 FM and also live on TV SYZ and all our affiliate stations across the country. This is your number one political talk show in Ghana. Honorable Shama Atnase so and Abdullahi Sakara, so as a member of the NDC National Communication Team. Let's move on to is it the Wasi, right?
Yeah, the Wasi.
Okay. Let's tackle the Wasi issue, and then from there, no. Nah, yeah, Boko issue, no, we don't want to go deep. No. So let's leave it like that. Now, you penny for Edinburgh. The body was a confirm will be ano. You better Eddie. I found. Yeah, my man, a year bar Mary, I will see. We see in my many aduma eda a year kwesede the enemy on the 7th ewo a year OCM do a year Linda Doa now wafa a year right side a year Sahona Coco research we know ewo sa kwano so inti mfoni ena edasui ye maame a year Madam Mary Akosua awisi senior na chese o maame Mary awisi one day we junior one na chief executive officer Edema Free Zones a year authority FD a year Free Zones authority na ye mami nyakopon atonensa afre a year ne mami te Maria we see Free Zones board boss ne mami na daswe na chese mami one day oba fe a year Dr. Maria we see Edema ye say mami adani sabunkom so oba de no dom ye na che eda eye kwese ide onim munim se eye gidifo omode omoye omoye eye eda kwese ada nti Savior Church for mo amwo osiem se di ne manka ni ya mamoni ya monfa encheme che se ufi ho ana akobegro ewo Eastern region te monsha no so papa ho na bibia be koso penifo etitu be komia me kobi mebedu akwa na eja menu aba me ntoma ni bibia de abadada yenko ne yenko jam ye maame ye Madam Mary Akosua awusi senior wanya ni baby kro sanse eye wono a ko beba ntinu aba Dr. Mary awusi Free Zones ye openya woda no chief executive officer ye ma o shede papa woni mi ama konta alaji assalamu alaikum bije se buso foni nyina so eho ye beba dodo na ya ba be jam ye abusuan mi de abusuan mi wo mu dada nti we eye ni aye yeah, you said the because so kama. Very well. On education, what's in so no? Man say Abla research documents they call our also. So let's take our time and book up. What caused them? And you who caused them? And I have who,
what, where?
Yeah, I didn't.
You never come.
Okay, and then you're gonna put up.
Now, wait there.
Miss Yanko.
Wait, me shall see if you are. We are.
Which year was that? Declining standards of primary and secondary education in Ghana. An urgent call for reforms were by Diodu Bimpo.
Yes, in 2024. Or the 2024 Tuesday.
November 12, 2024. That's exactly a year ago. Fantastic. So that time 9 people in
power. This is it. Modern Ghana.
Modern Ghana. Camera no fan to see me boy. Fan to see na Ghana fu ehu. Say ye ndi ntwantro. So bi ehu. Senior ACT Pepe.
Sure.
12 November 2024.
Sure.
Fantastic.
The time they go by and say Mahon say former defense and education minister Educhum was started the Jandam to so say MDC nearby and inquire failing. We don't have a problem. We data in control. Now, sorry, we
come up and say so
exactly. It's consistent. They are not consistent, but yeah, they are the data any juma
and no
exactly. Data now Nipako Ocho Assembly Ocho say reasons for deteriorating standards. 1. Inadequate funding and resource allocation. 2. Poor teacher quality and inadequate professional development. 3. Outdated curriculum and lack of innovation. 4. Insufficient parental and community involvement. 5. Inefficient education policy and political interference. 6. Examination-oriented system. 7. Urban-rural disparities. Recommendation for improvement. 1. Increase investment in education. 2. Enhance teacher training and motivation. 3. Revise the curriculum. 4. Encourage parental and community involvement. 5. Implement consistent and evidence-based policies. 6. Reduce the focus on examination. When Obia Onwa Ghana education system no in 2024 time Nanado any MPP near do tum education minister no. This was the report and this data support any evidence now the conclusion right and the conclusion I say Ghana's basic and secondary education quality reduction is a serious problem that needs immediate response. It is a complex issue with root in outmoded curricula, ineffective policies, low teacher quality, and insufficient financing. It will need cooperation from the community, parents, teachers, and government to address these issues. Ghana can revive its education system and provide its young people the skills they need to thrive in the world that is becoming more complicated by putting comprehensive changes into place and concentrating on long-term plans. Education is the key to national development and the time to act is now. Written by Duodu Bimpo, MBA, BBA, LCCI, III. Now, this is it. Now, your education system, I just don't want to go even into the allegation or the buy. No, Mugabe. I feel finance minister equity budget. Now, budget in coming years, Sikaway and I SSC John Dramani Mahama, no team no, and that was say, or would they say your educational system and where secondary school for one me by paying the kind say you the free sanitary pad aba budget when 292 million Ghana cedis has been allocated to cater for free sanitary pad in the budget alone. Now get fund has been uncapped and 9.9 billion Ghana cedis any idea shape to us say yeah they bought your students no hakoma into you can get fun now wait any idea and there good news crowd we say 200 new secondary schools will be built under this budget idea about 200 primary schools will be built and a teacher motivation is so teacher bungalows baku 400 will be built in 2025 2026 this is the budget to force the parliament approval. So moving forward, the education system, this is the booster ever. Now, curriculum overhaul. Meaning say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in a powerful the current education minister, which is Aruna Idrisu. Everything is our document here because Nyama Papa we 2024 no. Across a budget where a bar a friend said 2025 where Echo 2026 no. Exactly what was proposed is exactly what it is the budget. And you see in this year budget I Echo present here curriculum will be overhauled, which means now enquire basic every enquire primary schools, kindergartens, no urban, yeah, the electronics. Eba be share omu nyemamu amba be church omu electronics. Ye be share omu robotic. Ye be share enkwano coding. Ye be share enkwano artificial intelligence, which is the AI. And I am not surprised that it's Excellency John Dramani Mahama policy now they buy 1 million coders. Now, ni ye can want say 1 million coders. Omasha say name, Omasa see youth in coding. Now, and yet youth no kwan yeko. Right now, 2026 budget I dey to one na akoma ye dey boy 2026 no. Ya womu say all this IT or artificial intelligence no ye dey ko share enquire from the kindergarten. So there is an allocation for that particular thing. This is what we should all be thankful to John Dramani Mahama for doing this particular thing. I did where Excellency John Dramani Mahama about a revolution in our education system. And we need to commend him because when I know I can when your budget
you top past questions
when you top past questions when you actually how to do coding, how to work on robotics. Look at China. Akwake to a robot or developing robots, any robot, any common. All these forms that you use in the curriculum system. A whole professor of engineering, engineering, or no the car say or nim the area or the common fit near uncle school and then man. A whole professor cried the phone. Now phone you call overheating getting or the common boys our second say omonya man about no professor now or engineering our co school what the professor no nim the phone here. He can't repair a phone. So we have to prioritize the education say and no be a tip brofo and the one answer. Yeah, and can say and last 8 years. Omo ka bofa kesen and can answer no wo mutimi da ke doso. But you can say they didn't have answer no. And now look before I say, you be a couple of one answer. This is the kind of education we should all be focusing on. And 2026 budget now is also John Dramani Mahama. It solves the problem of Ghana educational system.
Very well, Abdullah Aya Sakara. Watching you live from you and my boss from my constituency, Honorable Abdullah Sakara from Germany. He says he's watching you live. Wow. Shout out for me on the show, please. David Mensa Nasa, Pentecost Zion branch secretary. So I show my life from Germany. Not just and also any day no. My brother. By Jen Mensa, after declaring the 2024 elections, said it is finished. Why is she still at post? There's a big question mark there. All NPP are saying she should stay so that they use her in their politics. We post even at the buy any money. Look, I'm going to say and transfer no, better no transfer no. So
again, transfer.
Damn parade uncle be. Into yenyanesa. Some swap ten the all can and say some do free a year problem. Or say you see the gaps in basic skills. You see how many students depend on shortcuts. Very well. You see how many schools focus on passing, not learning. To Na nina me take me time. Many schools lack trained teachers. Students sit in crowded classrooms. Practical tools are mixing. Feedback is weak. Supervision is low. Free education helped many enter schools, but it also created pressure. When numbers go up, quality drops. If resources stay the same, ask yourself a few things: are students learning or memorizing? It's another big question mark there. Are teachers supported or left alone? Are parents involved or distant? Are schools aiming for high grades or real skills? It's another big question mark there. Some says this one from Pobima. Well, Honorable Shama, you also submission of you.
Muga said that many associates na medical asre awufo. Enye desebia ubako square one passing. But so ugusu pia uba on shan de se onkwenim. The end point no dear niebesi no ebe ya papa. So awufo, I know you will not be happy, but let us look at issues critically. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, led by the Education Minister, are all managing education. Miami boss, Honorable Haruna Idrisu. Or ye a Juman. But whom I am bisa. Akodabi or Afibia Yemano apo. Se on shanko trono. Obey to me as you. So when it comes to preparation towards examination, you say that could be a problem. That is what you have mentioned. Now, teacher ni biya owo GDA pass afibia mampenyi beto apama no say onfan kire nkoda no. What to be his zeal in teaching and exploring new ideas to teach, to impact on the children. That is another issue. As I say, all these things, you know, eye niama bia resetting, no, yeri wani education system, no, ebetumi affecting koda no. So the results are yenya this year, no. Every obra nanado any baumia ban edin koda no dia fam. Akoda wo form 1, and now say ni nua wo form 3 no. Omampenyi edu final term no na wato apo amom se munkosia moga wan hwe akoda bia odidi omampenyi atem ye nyina ise akoda no wanye no I think from Western region so omampenyi ato omato apo amano no okoye no amma akoda no didi omampenyi atem
eno ya po kronkron
yes so
but I say I don't know say would depend on Apple.
No, you see the president, the whole country bus stops with the president. Inti akoda say because from onyanya 20 years. Say what is say oh omampenyi say yento kratawi na yensua na ebeba. That is your president. Moga, that is your president speaking to you. That you should not learn now. The last day no bema wapo.
Na pona disappointed amfo.
Inti first year no akoda on form 1 one say omampenya to apo. Second year omampenya to apo.
Inti bibia encouraging say
nothing no motive. I am a trained teacher and you be never chere me ne ekosui. Even omampenyi was say teacher for ankasa because teacher no nim say otu kwansa omiko haba you knows that at the end of the third year no omampenyi beto apo e dia man no say onfa nkire nkoda no
the supervision in ejuma
the supervision is not working the zeal
Kwame kan o good board o say dia work kan no oni me no kan ejana no ose
that is what is happening today
but say aban papa
bisa won say Haruna no wato apo amankoda na no so that is the difference me get say omampenyi dada na nado no mankoda no feli no that is it
Pasco no so eyo ho say wono Pasco no so eyo
and me boss pa me advice no so wona djum man nto let the children you should not buy you should not do it hey so a student bia and a school bia ope Pasco ana we no go to Ayek The government should not spend our budget on that. This is the result of the abysmal management of the economy. Yekase nanado ni MPP for you. This is the result. Because akoda we are the bia say in there, she say akoda obabe we are akukọ kosia. Ena adichi yenu, ana disa yenu, udi soja ni akojena bebe akoko no to. Akoda no betumi we akosia no. These are some of the things we should look at critically. And the supervision aspect, say anti-corruption or anti-cheating supervision. Say, akoda or trust invigilators no are wild, invigilators no NG bribe. This is what you see. But Ghana for, though the parents madika pamucho say muma makuma and tomu. This is what will be good for Ghana, because me in there me kwejuma me tie e radio so. Say the critical on the commerce na nkoda no afeli bebre, and this mathematics is part of the buildings that we have. Sure. When you are doing physics in calculation, you are doing your chemistry in calculation. The mathematics is key. And na ye nkoda no ye ma omo apoa omuko ye rote len akotro no ma pass. So today things are changing and they must change for good. But this is what will change Ghana. Because ask yourself, why in the name of God say obibe kwa koye galam say ye na odindro edi agu inshemu meanwhile sanipa no onim say sandro no konipa ma obewu, but we continue to do. We lack discipline in the studies too. As a second time obeda anytime obeshia, so that you pass. Mankasa mi amiti anu free in Kodabram. In fact, me passipa, but along the line, I was losing some of the papers we need to patch up. And so, to the parents, minim semu de abayamuya, but munkai se, nieba se, san yamani nyinaba any say. The supervision, teacher motivation, the preparedness of the student. Send a kodanuzu ediabuani who say mesia dia pasi. Yes, because the student know very well say the president is going to buy a pot for them at the end of the year. So we at the education sector, through my minister Wansumami, but I know my boss, Yepamucho Munya Botre, Adienu Ebeye, Kaisena Baere. Answer no benya we say uko choba we say yam slice and yam slice now we ye di bar no say just one na huru so chef for musa answer na amanabi. So also the rice, everything na bayara ya no amana fa proper system no enu neta pro. Sure. Enu neta pro. So we are pleading with the parents, the siblings who will be feeling pain, but this is the way we should go, so that when this student really studied and passed, we will be having a better Ghana. What to say? The road minister Eka say, from next year, Honorable Boja, from next year, bitumen cry, yedi beba Ghana say, the beye kwenu. As a saying, such now say bitumen, a proper bitumen. Now ask yourself, the many years back, road minister Biankanu, look at the type of roader in there yedikota guhwa or chinana say, because education and testing and analysis is not going there. As I call it to say, we must get our things right, because God has given us everything to be rich and happy in this country. On my quiet, on my show, on my former good year, on my say sasi udia and nobaya waswa. So this is just something that shall pass. But let us get ourselves ready. And our buying susu as a science teacher for ye. Those who are going to teach. Me say, how can teachers, especially on this double track system, how can teachers teach all over the year without break? And you think that they will deliver effectively? I was a trained teacher. That person cannot deliver effectively. And so that is what brings to the core, say, next year, the Minister of Education, in collaboration with donor partners, ye double track system no Africa. Now teachers also tradia. Now when you vacation, every human being needs rest. machine crampo yetumi ma ne home but ye educational system from January to December teacher ni on home. What do you think you deliver? It will be garbage in and garbage out. But mekosu apa for chow. This should not be that oh you lost everything. No, not at all. Me and Mrs. Taba, last year or throw paper no wanya also be the pharmacy. And Mr. Yes, I didn't go school. Oko sanu na no dey buy no. What was it? Simple. It is all patience. Haste not in life. Yetaka brof bisa. Haste not in life. Men prepare too much because sakoda wa failing denu no nyankopon aka ona brabo mu no ebebom no matter what. Mati say omanpenyi dada be general Achampo wa fail exam sa about 5 times say no cry. That is what I heard in it. But at the end of the day, no, we are head of state of this country. Sure. So let us have that patience so that we can educate our children very well. 24-hour economy aedi banu, machines are banu, nipa obe operating. The quality of brain and analytical systems are banu. Ye hear ye koda someone share ye, no mun what ye, no mun to me ye jumano. Missing me ko America. Do you know what Chinese government etaye? Enuntina Donald Trump pamomu. Chinese government to me sponsor omu studenta. Say cost be cry $500,000 ewa America. Obemo mwakoye. And those type of courses no enyo bia na edi ma o. Very critical analytical courses. Eno muma mu nkoda eko akosua. Using brains. Many of them share class and say, wow, look at these guys. But the course is very, very expensive. Inti yesre. Obianya botre. Na school yebe nuye. Nyami boss yebe school nuye. And nunti na mi pacho say this religious discrimination muma ye yini nyina free ho. Na yen fa sumdwe na yen fa mbwa yen koda no yen titi omu no mu nsuade. That should be that peace. Mi kawo baby say me boss Aruna Honorable Aruna Idrisu. Or you are the best religious tolerance man. Or no one can say a Muslim and Ashantini. Can you imagine that? That is peace in the family. Managing that. And I said, Minister of Education. So you realize that we should not shortchange any child. No, say a sorrow, say a Islam. Let us give the children the opportunity. Let us stop these religious things. Ye be bompa ba de bia be bompa be kwa sorry but if kase mathematics enye nu ni bible quotation ye kase physics enye nu ni bible quotation ye kase chemistry enye nu ni islamic quotation. So why are we using those things to block the opportunity of these children? Because they will not be safe wherever they find themselves in school. These children will not be safe. So we are appealing to everybody. Let peace ring and let the children learn and let the education and the government support the teachers and let us provide the educational material. The educational infrastructure is very, very key. We see opinion we edutu mo kasi say. No to me be catch say or the 10 billion they see 10 schools, STEM schools no. That dey no catch ende. Onu de ni 10 besu. But I say, one of my boni nyina cause of Miss Sister Caroline Agunto ewo Michelle Camp area or so chap. Very well.
What appeal say Ghana for because I umutie pa. Yes sir, enkwano. Woman starting train enkwano entrepreneurship skills.
Yes.
Entrepreneurship skills very me the new example me go school. If we be amoeba. Let me hear science. If we be amoeba. Let me use amoeba. I didn't even know we are cheating baba but green na say apotobibi I'm never amoeba. We didn't know. So naturally no I was good in entrepreneurship more than science. It's Mr. Yamayaninko TVET. No, so in 2025 budget, Uko Kaimua at force clear said there will be investment in the TVET.
But I say Abdullah Sakara, member of the NDC National Communication Team, Namada Honorable Ashaman. So I say, Yedibesi about the Dumiani Tim Kwema or China Ibesha the 3 p.m. And you may know see a Cassia Bama who is a crowd, a con or ne team. eba mahu sɛ ɔfa bia wayɛ din ɛne sɛ ɔfa bia ne ne nye san sɛ daakye hema wahwere ne ba ya nti ɔfa bia ebe wayɛ din saa no de ɛne mewura news wɔ na mewura ho obiaa boto obɛwo ba obɛnya 3 years ba bɛma na first born no be okosa de ana eya enu aba daakye hema oba tuntum ba akopɛ yɛma ɔhyɛde oni abusua ni nyinaa mo won kokɔ ne patema mo hwɛ na anwume yɛ do too much you are not alone e ka won pa ibo mo pa oni abusua ni nyinaa nyame na de ma ɛno no aso no wagye news team ni nyinaa edamase poma anytime motimi kopie mu yɛ mazi ene yɛ raf musumo kopie mo kosra busuafo ne yenu aba daakye hema nyame nhira mo ye papa na yɛ driver yɛ abet onfa mo medru fie asomdwem oba de ne dom ye na yebehia nyame adom akina na omiɛ sa nwumre no sia kasebo ene to aso mamu nyina mo ene tie